we don't even go for the RPS. He's already setting himself up to not lose the mental battle. He's like, I can't lose if I don't play, right?
Well, maybe the real power move, you win the RPS and you give it to him anyway.
That would be ridiculous.
You would know about that.
But here we go. Starting off game number 1 of the first set of top 32 here for Rivals of Aether II. Vibe versus Lucius. Clairen on Vibe. Vibe on Clairen, rather, and Lucius on Ranno.
The one thing that we're seeing here, which is kind of the Rivals 2 classic, is the one time that neutrals exists in Rivals is the first 30 seconds of the first game.
True.
So if any of y'all want to study what neutral looks like in this game, just watch 30 seconds of every single VOD of this next top 32, and you'll be set.
Yep, love it.
But as soon as they start going in, they're going to go in. Just wait for it.
We'll find out. It's pretty even so far. Barely any percent separated the two. Nice little combination from Lucius to send Vibe off that left side. We're back to neutral once again. It's gonna be this way until they can kind of open each other up. We get the up throw, tipper back air. Not much to be had though, as Ranno returns to stage.
Just stalling out. Yeah, Lucius taking full advantage of that bubble, and of course, because we are still pre-patch, he gets to use it multiple times. We'll have to see how that affects him come next week, but we don't care about next week. We care about right now. Get me those points in the RCS.
Fair to the neutral special. There's a forward throw. No F-strong to be had from Vibe on the platform. Tech chase into the down strong, and yes, the tipper, of course, is going to do it off that right side. Solid work from Vibe on the first stock.
Yeah, that is a great start. Lucius misspacing that forward air and getting punished for it. Clairen is so punishing if you miss-space in her face.
I feel like Lucius has been making a couple of misinputs here. Getting the edge guard, though. Able to return to stage, going past the ledge, and there we go. Down throw to that fair from Lucius. Will close out that first stock, and only 24% tacked on. It's not too shabby.
Yeah, such a scary spot that Vibe found themselves in that situation. Clairen, I think the most end lag of any character with that up special landing on stage. So Lucius had all the time in the world to punish since he got that read correct.
Man grab into the up air, the fair. A couple of hits here and there. Double sex kick off the stage. No jump, I don't think. We have to come all the way back. This is hard to come back for Clairen. I don't think Vibe's making it. And they are going to fall on that left side. Lucius with a fantastic edge guard for stock 2.
Yeah, just textbook. And now Lucius is turning up the octane as well. He got some 93 in the tank, and he has taken full advantage, trying to use those needles, but he missed a wave land.
Chance
and
here.
That's all it takes.
Yep, that's all it takes as Lucius drops down. Last stock for both competitors. Dangerous spot to be in. Vibe able to make it back. Up throw, tech chase on the platform, getting a nair, getting a fair. A little bit of damage here, but the advantage state from Vibe has been very good so far. I think it's just the early edge guards that have been the bane for Vibe.
It's good to see Lucius as well, not deterred by that little tech flub. Immediately going for some tricky ledge cancels as well as some additional wavelands right in front of Vibe. So clearly not too messed up about that one situation and still holding the lead.
Tipper nair. Not going to confirm it too much. Vibe looking for something. The back throw from Lucius. Playing on that platform, utilizing the movement that Ranno possesses. The speed at which they can traverse the stage. But finally a tipper. The fair. No tipper that time around.
Gotta be careful. Lucius sneaks back in. Gets that single needle off. He's trying to balance that. Of course, he doesn't have a super big stage. Just throwing the needles enough to make Vibe impatient, to make Vibe approach.
Couple of stacks here.
Ooh, nice fastball.
Back and forth. Neutral special in neutral from Lucius.
And now Vibe's going to be scared to throw out too many normals because you're going to be taking damage every time.
Tipper up air, the nerfs. No, it's not enough. Not enough. The nerfs, not enough for that to not kill that time around. Tipper up air is going to do it from Vibe, and they're going to take game one-handedly.
It was awfully close there. Lucius had an opportunity to DI just a little bit harder to survive, but easier said than done when you're mid-movement option. Honestly, not terrible DI overall, but now we are going to rock wall.
Yep. Interesting stage choice here with the quad platform setup for Lucius. Probably looking to juggle Clairen a little bit, but here comes the juggle of Vibe. Finding those tippers in the early percent are going to yield a lot.
Lucius is going to be taking full advantage of these platforms. It is a little bit of a weird stage for the Frog in that respect, because normally you want to hold center stage because it's a platform fighter, but you're playing the Frog. He's fast on the ground, slow in the air, which means he loves to camp platforms.
Very true. Getting a lot of combinations here. That sex kick going
that was
to catch the recovery and the ledge hog as well from Lucius to cover that return to stage. Should be a tech chase on the platform, looking for that hit fall fair. Probably tried to get a tipper, but didn't find it on the drop through the platform that time around. Still, though, not too much damage here as Lucius begins to take advantage of these platforms, finding more percent in the juggles.
And you could see right there just how much Lucius is going to hold under those platforms. There you go again. Even that down tilt, just barely sneaking out from under it. And he's in a position where he can force Vibe to come to him and play his game because he has that lead.
I thought we were going to see a single hit tipper fair for the kill after the up tilt. Fortunately, Vibe just barely missing that one out. They're going to connect. The Waveland.
We're good.
Back
we're
air
not
tipper.
good.
Yes, we're going to take that edge guard to the bank. Vibe going up, but still down in percent for the moment.
Ooh, this is getting really dicey. Not able to get the punish off of that bubble, but he's able to get the coverage anyway afterwards. Reading Lucius's defensive option. Vibe is coming back into this. You're just one good throw option away.
Yep, Vibe backing up percent slowly but surely. Finding a lot of grabs in this stock. Down tilt to grab. Getting that tipper neutral special.
Yeah, that was nice.
Throw, catching the jump with the up air. It's not going to kill just yet, but still good damage with these tippers. The back air tippering as well. Vibe spacing is immaculate so far in this set.
And now it's Lucius's turn. The tech chase is coming out. Gets the throw. Great read there.
Spot.
And this is so scary. And the forward air finds it. Lucius with the rinse and repeat. You don't get the nair, but you get the double down on the forward air, closing out the stock, getting the lead, and continuing to convert with these early percents.
Oh, nice tipper up air, though, from Vibe to find that stock. Equalizing quickly and only 30% taken. Down tilt to grab. Tipper fair, the nair, the up air, all the aerials being used for this sortie right now. And the tech chase on the platform with the get-up attack from Lucius. Still the advantage state being pressed by Vibe.
Yeah, Vibe doesn't care if you're going to get up attack. He'll just keep swinging. That was a bad air dodge. Okay, gets away with it.
We're okay. Alive for the moment, back to neutral. Lucius be moving around on this stage, utilizing that speed to effect. Trying to catch something. Down tilt to jab. The tippers. Oh, and a dash attack to up strong from Vibe. And that'll close out game number 2. We're in best of 5 territory, though, in top 32. So Lucius still has a chance. Vibe looking excellent so far.
Wow, what a conversion off of that sour spot dash attack. Caught Lucius unready with the DI, converting into the sweet spot up strong. And now we are going back to the same stage, which I kind of agree with Lucius.
Yeah.
I feel like the stage wasn't the issue. Vibe just kind of cooked.
Yeah, I think that last stock was really the difference maker here. And these grabs that Vibe has been finding in the follow-up as well. 48% off of that one neutral interaction. And the advantage state is still going as they find more and more tippers, more and more damage. Vibe trying to get something started, or Lucius trying to get something started rather, but Vibe really just isn't giving it to him.
Up air barely going to miss there. Lucius gets another lease on life. Down air not going to convert. Vibe holding in and getting away. Good recognition of where he was in that hitbox, but that nair, it keeps coming out. It keeps shutting down Lucius's approach.
No tech, not able to survive that dare from Vibe as they go up a stock once again. Tipper down tilt in the movement on these platforms. Wave landing about. Finally, though, Lucius finds an opening, gets the F throw, the back air, edge guard situation. No jump here. Gonna get the wall jump. Can we come back? Ledgehog is there, and Lucius will take that stock with the edge guard.
He's so preemptive. The reason he has to go down there is because he doesn't want to play that 50-50 game with Clairen's recovery. Instead, he has these option selects where there's not really a whole lot that Vibe can do because if you air dodge through it, you just die anyway.
Yeah, there's only so many directions you can go when recovering as Clairen, but back to neutral here. Down tilt to grab seems to be the name of the game for Vibe so far in this set. It's a bread and butter combo for them. Mix up on the shield from Lucius. Down tilt, single hit jab, the grab. Down strong, and that'll be enough for Lucius to take that stock. And now up for the first time in the set, Lentini.
Welcome to the jungle. Lucius doing a great job of getting that lead. Like you said, he's up in the set. Finally been struggling to find this momentum. Dash attack again, not going to convert. So many of these situations, Vibe is finding the perfect DI to catch Lucius off guard.
The Lucius finding an advantage here, tossing Vibe up onto that platform, barely snapping that ledge. Command grab right back, tipper fair from Vibe. Looking to find something. Back throw. F strong in our future, maybe. Not quite killing, though. No tipper.
Yeah, got away with it that time. I don't know if you're going to get away with it again or if you're even going to get a chance to come back. Vibe doing the same thing to Lucius, going out deep, something we're seeing more and more at top level as people are getting more comfortable with recovery paths.
Special there from Lucius. Back and forth, looking for some openings here. Vibe moving around on that platform. Tipper down tilt. Not going to confirm into the jab, unfortunately. There's the up throw, though. Advantage state here for Vibe. Misses the tech chase, but still has Lucius in the corner. Lucius desperately trying to get back to center. Up throw once again. Neutral special tipper. Fair tipper looking for the down air, but Vibe not finding that edge guard that time around.
I feel like Vibe has figured out the way Lucius is playing with these edge cancels.
Nice
Ooh, you're playing with your life too.
Oh, the
Gets
reversal.
back to the stage. We're still alive, but we are barely breathing right now.
Yeah, no,
Ooh, what a whiff.
No tipper on that F strong as well. That could have been the stock and the set. Tipper fair going to connect on that fair too. Holding that shield on that platform. Both players not wanting to give an inch. The back air connects. Trying to get back. Stuck in the bubble. Are we back to stage though? F throw. Edge guard here for Vibe. Finds a tipper down tilt to back air. No tipper though. Ranno's coming back. But the tipper from Vibe once again finds its mark. And that'll be your first set of top 32 going to Vibe as he moves on in winner's side.
And a 3-0 at that. Oh, it's just a skateboard and pigeon. Why would you need any reason?
I thought there might be a specific. It looked pretty special.
Look how sick he is.
I thought there was like a special like tournament that had this skin.
Right there. No, they just decided they wanted a skateboard pigeon.
Honestly, wrong. I love the skateboard.
Wait till you see him throw out the slipstream. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
It's so sick.
It's got to be pay to win. That's distracting.
It's so sick.
All right, Sinbad versus Dakpo here. Dakpo on the Wrastor, Sinbad on the Maypul. Interesting matchup choice. Honestly, excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, both of these characters have the potential to be very aggressive or very passive, and a lot of it is going to depend on the game state.
We'll
Ooh, good chase. Oh, but whiffs though. You're not in slipstream. That's a lot harder to do. Yep. Sinbad going to take advantage.
We're going to see the neutral B. Going back to stage. Dakpo really favors that when recovering.
Now, one thing that's going to be really scary for Dakpo in those recoveries, despite playing a character that has a lot of timing recovery mix-ups, is that you kind of peek your head above the ledge a little bit with that neutral special and with up special as well. And Maypul is very good at using strongs to punish that. So you might be able to tech it, but you could be taking a lot of damage as attacks to come back to stage.
It's possible we'll see a lot of edge guarding here, but there's the combination back air into up strong in the air. Trying to catch the edge guard, but once again tossing Sinbad into that topside blast zone and sharking. This bird has so much movement capability in the air, the speed at which they float around the stage, being that floaty that they are.
We're already seeing the difficulties of getting those tippers on the strong attacks. We talked about that earlier, right? That is going to change next week. That would have killed even earlier. And the up strong earlier would have killed far before that. However, it is not next week just yet. Sinbad trying to take advantage, is on a deficit of a stock here, but has that wrap if you can get a single F tilt.
We're fighting in the present here. Sinbad looking to set up. The tether on that right side will come all the way out there and kiss you right into the blast zone. Solid work from Sinbad to find that confirmed. Dakpo, the early percent, looking for a tech chase on the platform, but the get-up attack was just enough. Neutral special. It felt a little random right there from Dakpo.
Another thing we just saw, by the way, on that kill that I think a lot of people don't know is typically you expect, oh, if you don't see the purple screen, that means it was DI'able. That's actually not always true, and that comes up a lot with Maypul. If you don't hit a certain knockback threshold, the purple screen will never come up. So things like what we just saw with that Nair look like they're DI'able, but they're actually not.
Oh, interesting. Why does it do that?
Science.
Science, facts, and logic. Okay, a little hack stash on the ledge there to get back to stage. You'll see a lot of movement options coming out from Dakpo, especially when they're mixing up the recovery. Great down strong, though, in the air to find that connection into the blast zone for Dakpo. Playing this pretty well so far. I'm honestly impressed.
Sinbad held in for dear life on that down strong. It did not matter. Not making it anywhere near the stage.
No tech to be had.
Ooh, good coverage from Dakpo is there. Got floor hugged. Doesn't matter. Finds the up special to take the stock and the game.
Okay, I mean, these two are pretty close in seed, but Sinbad is 1 seed ahead of Dakpo, so still the favorite to win this regardless. Dakpo going up in game 1, impressive stuff on the Wrastor, looking very, very well-versed in the Maypul matchup.
I'm curious what the counter pick is going to be. I just kind of assumed that the auto bans would have been the 2 stages with wonky sides, but that wasn't the case.
Back here on this rock wall, here comes Sinbad. Fair neutral slipstream now activated here for Dakpo as they take advantage.
Great tech chases from Sinbad. In the words of CakeAssault, you're piloting a race car. Has plenty of time to get to Dakpo on those tech chases as long as you are quick enough. And it's looking like Sinbad doesn't go for the wrap for damage there, wants to save it.
Yep. Tilt connecting here. Sinbad trying to cover. There's the tech you talked about, Lentini, to come back to stage. But it is the damage, the tether. All the way out there once again, Sinbad. Same stock as before in the last game. That tether on the right side.
It's a tale as old as time. We saw Sinbad fishing for F-tilt. That's the classic, F-tilt into Nair, which of course is going to make Dakpo start looking for that. And the adaptation from Sinbad was like, all right, you're going to jump. Let me hit you with an aerial and combo into it anyway.
Does have that tether available once again. The mark has been placed. Can we come back to stage? Just flapping his wings to return to that ledge, but Sinbad in the advantage state, the tether off the top, and that somehow did not connect.
Yeah, going for the 50-50 there, but Dakpo fell out, or maybe the timing was just a little bit off. Whatever the case, what a conversion from Dakpo.
Speedy off that left side into that down strong, connecting onto Sinbad. Now taking 90% though. You have the mark available once again. Lily is going to go to the wayside, placing it on that platform once again. I feel like Lily on that platform, especially on this stage, is a dangerous spot for Wrastor to find themselves in.
This is so precarious for Dakpo, and that's why doesn't even need to hit the 50-50. Anything just kills there.
Yeah.
That is tough.
Tether kill 2 for 2 now for Sinbad. Seems to be the name of the game for Maypul in this matchup. Slipstream activated for Dakpo, trying to get back to stage. All sorts of seeds being tossed at this bird. You know, the birds eat seeds. Oh my goodness, I can't talk about it. The up special there from Dakpo. Such an early kill, I think 50% before the hit.
That was like the most juggling juggle I have ever seen a Wrastor do. Flipping him with the back foot over the top to the front so that he could hit him again.
Yeah.
That was kind of flashy. Great conversion from Dakpo there to find that.
Fantastic stuff, honestly, from Dakpo, and bringing themselves back into this game as well. They have been at a deficit so far. And still, Sinbad with the advantage, has the tether available.
It goes to show just how scary this stage is for both characters. Both of them can kill each other so early, and there's a reason that a lot of people don't take Wrastor to places like Forest, places like this, because they're scared of the fair train or the early up Bs. Speaking of.
Yeah, you have to watch out for the edge guard there as Dakpo is looking to set it up. Slipstream providing the speed to combo Sinbad here, and
great tech.
Up special on the neutral getup from Dakpo, and we'll take game number 2. And it looked like Sinbad's game to win, but Dakpo turned up in those last 2 stocks.
That's all it takes. Just a couple of good reads that transfer for the early kill at like 50%, like you said, and then one good tech chase in the corner. In that case, it was a missed tech, so very difficult scenario to get yourself out of for Sinbad, as you are now down 2 games to 0 in this set.
2 games to 0 is a bad spot to be in. Sinbad recognizing this stage still is beneficial for them regardless of the previous loss. Nice recovery from Sinbad, getting that tech after the neutral special. Sinbad once again dominating the neutral for the moment. The problem is, if you let Dakpo kill off these early side blast zones, that's where you struggle.
Also, to anybody looking at the top and seeing winners' pools, we'll try to get that overlay updated. This is top 32 winner side. Just for those who haven't been following along, exclamation point bracket if you want to see the details.
Getting into the nitty-gritty of this top 32. Dakpo absolutely dominating right now and finding that down strong in the air. No tech to be had from Sinbad, as perhaps they were a little too far. Here comes Sinbad getting an advantage with that down strong after the tech chase. Solid reaction, and bring themselves back into this game.
This is where the tech chases start. We've seen Dakpo get so much off of so little.
Where are we going?
Commits to the down strong, but makes it back anyway. Sinbad has been really struggling to punish that neutral special.
Yeah, went past the ledge as well with the neutral special that time around. Dakpo has been favoring going to ledge, but wow, the down strong not quite going to kill that time around. Sinbad finally gets the tech available. That should be a big punish, though. Getting that tether and getting some up air strings off the top. It's not going to kill just yet.
That up air is such a nasty tech chase option on platforms because it lingers. You don't really need to catch the timing mix-ups, and a bit of a whiff from Dakpo. I feel like you had the resources to come back, but was probably trying to perfectly sweep spot that ledge.
Yeah, didn't want to deal with
that poor
Lily's getting getting blasted.
What did Lily do to deserve
oh,
this?
the F-strong in the air
like,
from Dakpo.
It's like the whale in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that just spawns in to die.
Just getting smacked up, unfortunately.
What a life.
Honestly, we haven't seen Lily come into effect that much in this matchup so far. I feel like once she spawns in, Wrastor's just like, all right, let's get rid of this problem real quick.
This stage is not a stage that you take your opponent to with good intentions. No one has good intentions here, and you can see that in full effect here as both of them are trying to cheese each other so hard right now.
They really are, honestly. Tale as old as time on this stage, honestly, with those side blast zones. But
ooh, that axe dash was nasty.
Yeah. Dakpo loves those.
Yo, look what I can do.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing to do on the ledge. Careful, though, edge guard situation. Oh, the air dodge given away. I think he missed the hack dash.
Yeah, he missed the hack dash, exactly. Yeah. That's the downside.
Gotta be careful. Okay, slipstream off the ledge, coming back to stage. Here comes Sinbad, though, finding that up special. We do have the tether available. Lily on that left side might be looking to combo into it, hashtacking back to stage. Slipstream available, and combo into Lily in the up strong, yes. There it was. I called it out, Lentini, and sure enough, Sinbad capitalizes.
And we saw a critical aspect of hacks dashing in Rivals versus in Melee. You only have so much time to rinse and repeat that. You only have so many sets of ledge invulnerability, so it can be a little bit predictable when you're coming back to stage. And the result is when you get situations like that, Sinbad sometimes gets the right read, and when he does, you're going to die for it.
Yep. Solid work there from Sinbad. Not letting this be a blowout. It's no 3-0 for you, Dakpo, as we move on to game number 4 on a much smaller stage this time around for Dakpo.
Oh,
fighting on that platform.
We're back to sort of pseudo-neutral here, if you can call it that. Again, hack stashes from Dakpo. He's trying to mix up those recurrence to stage. Last time he did it twice. This time he did it once. Just those little things.
Yeah, it's little mix-ups, and those things will get picked up. Tether into the edge guard here for Dakpo. Looking to hog the ledge a little bit. Neutral special. Trying to come back. Neutral special once again.
Oh, the whip.
Just barely misses that tilt.
I can't believe that F tilt didn't connect. That hitbox is a little bit small.
Back and forth. These F tilts working out pretty well for Sinbad as the tether into that right side corner. Going to be taking down Dakpo for that first stock, and this is a good spot to be in. If Sinbad can maintain this, down strong, going down to the blast zone. Neutral special, trying to grab that ledge. Dakpo is back, but Sinbad with a solid lead. In game number 4. Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
My bad, Sinbad. Didn't mean to do you like that.
That's the thing with the bird. The moment you get complacent off stage or even just a little bit predictable, it can be over just like that. Dakpo playing in a perfect spacing there so that you can't quite get back to stage, but he has maximum time to charge and space and time that move.
Yep. Slipstream available. F-tilt connecting. Dakpo utilized the movement here. F-tilt once again. Up onto that platform. Oh, careful.
Okay,
yeah.
That was kind of neat.
Yeah, a little interesting recovery there from Dakpo. Able to come back. Available back throw. Looking to find that down strong. Didn't connect it, though. And back to neutral. Slipstream. Tech chase. Thought he might roll in that time around for an edge guard. This is a bad spot to be in, and you are done. Dakpo covers it all.
And just like that, Dakpo has stolen away the lead. The momentum. You get your one hit. You get Sinbad stuck in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, we might be starting again. Watch out, the up tilt. That was dirty.
Oh, the edge guard.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Neutral special, though, is going to rise Sinbad to the top as Dakpo tries to make it back to stage. Do that neutral special once again. Slipstream off the ledge. Dakpo has to be more aware of that. I think I keep seeing that connect.
This is looking really bad for Sinbad. You got to find that. I respect the forward air there. That would have put you in a good spot. However, the nairs from Dakpo keeps transferring him into these little weird spots with those hitboxes. Great tech.
Fantastic. Trying to clap him off the top. Tech chase situation, but
that
no,
should
up
be
special.
What are you doing?
He still has an extra stock, though. Regardless if this stock gets taken, still has an extra one to play with. And there we go. Back air to up strong from Wrastor. Will close it out, and Dakpo will get a small upset over Sinbad. It's only a difference of 1 seed, but still, that 1 seed difference made the difference today.
Man, Sinbad trying so hard to get that set up with a forward air to take that stock, but unfortunately was not meant to be. Great stuff to Dakpo. It was looking close at times there. There were times where I thought Sinbad could even take the set, but Dakpo just kept having, it was the same thing. He'd be behind, and you'd get like one cheeky nair, you'd go in a weird direction, and then you'd just be dead.
Yeah, I mean, Honestly, I thought we were going to see more from Sinbad, if I'm being completely honest, because I feel like it should have been closer, especially in game number 4.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But the problem was the stage was just too dang small.
It was so hard.
He could just carry him to the ledge, and the second he got Sinbad in the corner, it was like, well, down strong's coming, you know.
Haha, got him,
like,
GG's.
it got you off the ledge. Like, good luck coming back, man. Like, that's what it felt like, honestly. And it just looked like on those smaller stages, especially, Sinbad really struggled with recovering back to stage.
Yeah, agree. That was, I think, an interesting part of the Rockwall pick, because we talked about the fact that, like, you don't want to take Wrastor to a stage where the blast zones are close.
Yeah.
Because he can transfer you off with things like those forward airs, those nairs. However, on Rockwall, you have the large stage to work with, to your point of making it harder to get to the ledge to begin with, which is why Sinbad's going to be more comfortable there. So a very interesting back and forth dynamic. But now we are getting into another hot set. It's going to be Sophilo versus CheesyPotato.
You know, I could go for a cheesy potato right now. I'm not going to lie.
Bro, you should have had breakfast.
I
That's on you. That's on you. You could have joined me down at the breakfast buffet.
You should have invited me. I would have came. Bro,
you were in a shower. What do you want to do? Like,
but I got out of the shower like 45 minutes ago.
Man,
well, more than that.
Well,
no, sorry. Hour and 45 minutes ago. Hour and 45 minutes ago.
Bro, I've been out of the shower since
the block started. Yeah. Right on time, you know. I was here right on time.
Just on time.
W for me.
I'm excited to see the Kragg propaganda.
You know,
here.
I haven't actually gotten the pleasure of commentating a Kragg this weekend because we were doing pools yesterday. We didn't see a single Kragg.
It was all Clairens.
It was all Clairens. It was all Loxodons. No Kragg to be seen. So this is my first time getting the chance to commentate Kragg at this event specifically. I'm excited to see it.
This is my second Zetter that I'm seeing this weekend as well.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Very
I haven't
interesting.
seen a lot of Zetter.
This always happens with Rivals event. There is like
one character.
There's a character of the tournament that just everybody decides to play. And this weekend, it appears to be Clairen.
I think it's Loxodon because there's 4 Loxodons in top 32.
Oh, right. You mentioned Loxodon.
Yeah, 4 Loxes in top 32.
It's been a while since we've had a Lox tourney.
Yeah, I love it. I'm having a great time. That's my secondary. So.
Oh, we'll have to see if we have a Lox tourney in top 8. That's the real question.
I hope more than one Lox makes it into top 8. That would be fantastic for me. At least as a viewer, I'd be so happy.
Good start for Sophilo.
Yep.
One thing, of course, with the Beetle, unlike that last matchup, he is not too perturbed if he gets sent off stage. That recovery is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't even pulled out the pillar yet. He recovered without the pillar. That's how good his recovery is.
Yeah. Kragg setting up in here, dash attack,
and
the down air, going to just dunk. Gonna dunk that Zetter right into the blast. So that's one thing that sometimes Zetter can struggle with is that recovery. It can be telegraphed.
And it's about to get worse next patch.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch out. Sophilo trying to turn this around and does exactly that. CheesyPotato is absolutely going to be combo food in this matchup.
Yeah.
Great parry. That was so good.
Love to see it.
And that was so preemptive as well. You cannot react to that. Cheesy knew what was coming.
So much tech skill being displayed already so far, but double up air into that nair from Zetter, trying to find a back air as well as CheesyPotato returns to stage, moving around with the Kragg, tosses the block. You better watch out for that one.
Yeah, we got installed. Don't you worry.
Yep, setups here. A lot of up airs. Trying to hit fall that last one, but didn't quite connect it. Finally, Sophilo's turn to play. Oh, bit of a preemptive parry there.
Yeah, it's just like the last one. That's the problem with going for those preemptive parries up close because you can't react to the fireball. If you get it wrong, it gives Sophilo an opportunity. Choosing to pull rock on the platform there. Also, the down special not hitting the rock. Cheesy did walk forward slightly, so I think that was intentional.
Wow.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Tosses CheesyPotato off that right side and finds that forward air. Moving around. The speed at which Sophilo is moving right now is yielding to a lot of wins in neutral as the fair to nair connects, looking for an edge guard situation, returning back to stage, able to snap that ledge. CheesyPotato trying to get anything started, but Zetter is all over this Kragg right now. Are we going to see the stock right here, Lentini?
Yeah, Sophilo not afraid of the Fight Club, going right down there, a la Brad Pitt. More than happy to box with CheesyPotato anytime, anywhere.
Should be it.
Finally, though, Cheesy is able to get that stock. The unmitigated aggression taking place, but Sophilo taking advantage of that invincibility to create a winning scenario and closing out game number 1.
Fantastic stuff from Sophilo. Honestly, looked like CheesyPotato was going to be on the better end of neutral those first 2 stocks, and suddenly Sophilo was like, all right, you know, I'm playing Zetter. I can move around at the speed of light. I can find so many combinations, so many quick aerials. They will take game number 1 over CheesyPotato here. Going into game number 2, once again, with this large stage setup, I honestly like this choice from CheesyPotato. Get some more space away from this Zetterburn.
Yeah, we're going to slow it way down. Now we got all sorts of time to pull out that rock install. Going to make it a bit harder for Sophilo to get the game plan. But I've seen this from Kragg before as well. Sometimes if you don't know what to do, the strat is run away and pull rock, and now you're just in advantage state.
Can be that way sometimes. Able to cover back with that pillar, but
that
was
close.
covering the ledge. Yes, throwing out all those aerials. Dash attack going to be punished from that shield, and that's just the back and forth. Although, so far, Sophilo getting the better end. Nice little tech chase grab here. Looking for the back air. Didn't find it, though, unfortunately. A grab again here from CheesyPotato as they set up into the up air. It's not going to be enough to kill off the top, even with a block doing a little bit of extra percent.
Oh, that coverage was so good from Cheesy. Sophie was able to sneak by it just barely. F-strong on the plat. I wonder if that was supposed to be maybe a drop nair.
Perhaps. CheesyPotato looking to set up his edge guard once again. The great tech from Sophilo, but it's not enough. Up air from CheesyPotato is going to find that first stock. At this stage, already working out a lot better here. You see her working better with this space. Ooh.
Sophie taking her sweet time here, sharking with those up airs. No dice just yet. Meanwhile, CheesyPotato holding onto this stock, taking advantage of those massive blast zones and the heavy weight of the character to make it so hard. And in case you thought, let me add a pillar on top, back up against the wall, and I'll just kill you off the bottom.
Kragg's pretty heavy, too. 175%. CheesyPotato is living. And oh, there we go. Backboard. Could have seen the combination. Once again, that pillar is still there.
Cheesy just chilling. I hate when Kraggs do this.
Yeah.
They take me to this stage, they put the pillar there, and they force me to kill off the top. And unlike Sophie, I am not very good at it. GG's, we're evening up the stocks.
Well, no pillar to save you from that up strong from Sophilo as the up air strings are coming through. How many up airs does it take to screw in a light bulb, Lentini? About 6 or 7 right there, I'd say.
The pillar's still there. Finally forced to use it. I saw someone in chat go, man, that pillar seems real cheap. Now you're getting it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rivals, everybody. That pillar is cheap, and we love it. And Sophie finds a way to fight through it because you never hit the ground going coast to coast. Couldn't even use it on the opposite side.
No, didn't have that pillar available. We're parrying down here. Up strong on the pillar. Okay, Cheesy, we're fighting, trying to get back to this stage. But oh no, the whiffed up special from Sophilo. Still though, Sophilo with a small lead and getting a tech chase here.
That lead's getting a little bit bigger. Watch the rock though. Oh,
careful.
Cheesy, watch your own rock. Oh, you brought this on yourself.
Still alive though. Kragg is pretty heavy.
Okay, this time Sophie using the counterplay, just throwing out that fireball right away. Didn't have the time to do it before.
Is that enough? Not quite. I don't think that was the empowered.
Oh, you can't reach?
Air. Oh, had the block as well. Was like, oh, I'm coming back, and I got a present for you.
Wait, the fireball can't reach it when it's all the way over there. That's really bad for Sophie. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Bad spot. Backboard. Nope. I'm going to have to refresh the pillar there as we return to stage. Nice back air, though. Careful, though. Oh, what are we doing down here?
God, no,
are you
Sophie!
serious?
Sophie, no!
What are you doing, Sophilio? You fell all the way down to the blast zone.
That was your lose condition, Sophie.
Too ambitious.
No!
Too ambitious.
Cheesy's like, yeah, I earned that. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love Cheesy.
We have some mistakes here. Well, a couple of mistakes coming out, but that's all right. It's only one game apiece, I believe, for each competitor at this point in time. CheesyPotato able to take that over Sophilio that time around. Merchant Port is the selection here for our Zetterburn.
I feel like Sophie just got a little bit antsy there. Was feeling Cheesy's momentum coming back. Almost got scammed out of the stock with the command throw as well. So that's probably what caused the split-second decision to go for that cheeky down air.
Yeah, it's the pressure, right? You start feeling it as the momentum begins to swing in your favor. Dare to up strong from CheesyPotato. The parry should be a big punish with that F strong. Yes, sir. Going to be able to deliver the first stock to themselves. CheesyPotato once again in advantage, and we keep seeing that little tech out on the grab. That's the second time we've seen it.
Yeah, the regular pummel break is very unusual. the mind games right there.
Yeah, it's the nature of having that tech option out of the grab. Nice parry once again. We'll take that F strong. It's good damage here for Cheesy The block. Didn't quite find it though. Careful though. Edge guard situation. Cheesy playing off the stage.
You're crazy.
She's just so comfortable out there.
You're crazy.
Oh, fair. Not to kill just yet. We're gonna have the pillar tossing the block back, and I love that. Yeah, the coverage of their own recovery so effective here for Cheesy Potato.
Ooh, that little sort of like lazy late forward air, putting in work for Cheesy Potato. And Sophie, unfortunately, messes up the angle. You're trying so hard to sweet spot there because if you don't, Cheesy will kill you for it.
Okay, up air connecting. Destroying that block a little bit. And then finally, the fair connects here. Sophilo able to find the first stock for themselves and not getting the tech out that time around. Cheesy Potato keeps going for regular pummel every time they grab.
Well, that's the thing. Kragg is like the one character that actually goes for that pretty often at low percent.
It's a free extra damage. Okay, a little up strong here. Nice little shine cancel into all these aerials. Good damage here for Sophilo. Need to find this stock quickly, though.
Okay, Sophie adapting the approach just a little bit, and you can see that Cheesy has been very apt to use the parries to pretty good success in these last 2 games, and now Sophie not throwing out that expected fireball. Mix up on the recovery as well. Cheesy trying to go for those option select frame traps.
Flamin powered up strong, able to confirm to that stock 112. Sophilo bringing this back. Clawing their way back in on this Zetterburn. Can we get some more damage onto Kragg, though? That's the question. On fire for the moment. Oh, we're dash dancing.
Oh, we're playing neutral.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we're playing some nooch. We return to stage, though. Went past the ledge. Smart from Sophilo. Wall jump into the up special. But there we go. Reverse fair from Cheesy Potato. We'll close out game number 3. And now at set point on the Kragg.
Sophie has been so good at spacing around forward air off stage. We saw it, I think, 3 separate times where Cheesy went for it and it would have killed. And some of them were like frame trap setups as well with the rock breaks. And Sophie was just out of reach every single time. Cheesy managed to close it out anyway, did a very good job of getting back to stage in time to continue to ledge trap despite missing those forward airs. But it goes to show just how engaged Sophie is off stage.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely feel like Cheesy is feeling a little bit too comfortable off the stage, though. Every time we see Cheesy go off, she's like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to reverse the situation.
Oh, yeah, Cheesy's having a great time, and that is dangerous.
Yeah, it is a dangerous spot to be in, especially as Zetterburn, whose recovery can be taken advantage of. A lot of up tilts this stock here for Cheesy Potato as they find the fair to send Zetterburn off the side. We have to upbeat, we have to tech. Finally snaps the ledge, though. Dash attack to up strong, getting in there on the platform, but there's not enough damage right now. Cheesy is just racking it up, and Sophilo is falling behind.
Forcing out that down special. Great stuff from Sophie using the hurtbox shift to get past. Now the reversal, fair into delayed fair. The original combo wasn't going to work, so we just waited out. Great stuff to Sophie, great awareness. Finally getting back into this set.
I like the dares, resetting the situation. Okay, get off me. Are we gonna be able to come back from this? Wall jump, yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
I thought the coverage was gonna be there for Cheesy, but I guess they weren't expecting all of that. Back throw, tosses the block up. Able to return to the stage. Here comes Sophilo once again. The recovery is being very effective. Shines off the level. Careful of your Cheesy Potato. This is a dangerous spot to be in. I thought we were going to see a second fair after the first, but not going to find it that time around. And just this random F strong from Cheesy.
144 though on Cheesy right now. This is terrifying. Slowing it down off stage, getting that rock install going. Oh, this is an awkward spot. Manages to get back. We're okay.
Push movement.
But wasn't able to get anything out of that. Sophie did not get hit through that entire engagement, forcing Cheesy back to stage.
Yep, Cheesy is finally back on the stage. Just kidding. The fair from Zetter is strong enough to dispatch of this beetle. A little bit more percent here. Sophilo has a chance to take this to game number 5. We'll see if she can close it out.
Yeah, she's looking pretty poised right now, but that can all turn around in an instant. Cheesy Potato with the parry.
Oh, no. Coming back to the stage. Dangerous spot to be in. The shines.
The shines.
Zetter trying to edge guard this Kragg, but still alive. Up air, dare, tech from Cheesy Potato. Has the flames set up at the ledge, though. Got to be careful. You could be in kill throw range now.
Still has the pillar back there, able to stay alive because of it, but has been getting a little bit predictable with that same recovery path every time.
Yeah.
Sophilo knows it, abusing that with the Nair, and it's so active that you don't have to worry about the timing mix-up.
Yeah, so much damage here onto CheesyPotato now. Great tech from Sophilo and finding that fair off the right side. And we'll take this to a game number 5. Solid work from Sophilo, not getting shaken by that deficit in the early game.
Yeah, it got a little bit scary. When you're Sophilo in that scenario, you can start to see your winner's side life slipping away. But Sophie managed to lock in, like you said, not getting deterred, not getting flustered, flummoxed in any way. And now you're rewarded with a game 5. The auto bans, of course, coming into place. You don't want Cheesy using those silly side blast zones, especially on Harbor. But that gives Cheesy free reign to go pretty much anywhere else.
Yep. Final game here. We go Die Delta. CheesyPotato, Sophilo, game 5. We're playing neutral. We're back and forth. Dash shot given away though.
And Cheesy blinks first.
Yeah, we're playing a game of chicken.
That's a good start for Sophie.
Yep. Here she comes, finding tons of damage here on the tech chase. Back throw, though. You want to toss that Zetter off stage, but Sophilo's like, nah, I'm going high. I'm coming back no matter what. After connecting, Flame set up on the ledge. Have to burn the pillar, have the block. Are we going to be able to make it back here? Nair to fair. Thought we might see a second one. Sophilo didn't want to double dip, though.
Cheesy trying to mix up that timing with the air dodge, but all that is done is burned it and allowed Sophie to continue to loop this. Man, what a coverage off the stage. That is so hard to be consistent with.
Yeah, only 22% to her name. Sophilo is continuing the aggression onto CheesyPotato, taking advantage of this Kragg off the stage specifically. We feel like we've been stuck on this right side the entire time as the fair connects once again. Sophilo gets one hit and then instantly resets to make sure they don't lose stage presence.
Yeah, this is kind of wild. Seeing Sophie so consistent at that punish. And again, with the forward air into forward air.
Yeah.
Why did they buff that?
Solid stuff here from Sophilo. It's not the buff, it's the skill. And Teeny as Sophilo continues to press the advantage, finding more and more percent yet to lose her first stock as she tries to return to stage. CheesyPotato finally gonna find that dare, take a stock, but we gotta stop the bleeding, we gotta stop it fast.
Yeah, that's only one. You got 2 to go. Okay, a parry's going to get you started. Opposite used those frames just to get the rock, get some momentum off of it. It seems like it was a good choice, but Sophie gets out because that up tilt does not connect.
Nope. Using that pillar to come back here. CheesyPotato once again on stage, but here comes the advantage state from Sophilo. Pillar burned away, has the block in hand, trying to come back to stage. Sophilo ready for it. Shine to fair, not going to connect that time around. Here comes the advantage state from CheesyPotato, though. Up tilt on the platform, up air, picks him up, tosses him off. Is that going to be enough? We're going to have to finish our food, and yes, we do with the ledge hog.
And just like that, this is pretty much even. We saw how early Cheesy was able to get that stock. If you can just stay alive, surely that war of attrition will activate eventually for Cheesy, but that is going to be a tough ask because you're in the corner again up against Sophilo.
Can we come back? Nair, fair's not going to sweep. Still alive, though. Throws the block, hawking the ledge. Sophilo lets Cheesy back for the moment.
This is getting really, really
Oh,
scary.
How are we alive?
Sophie goes high.
Oh my goodness, she's back. Trying to dash attack through. Oh, the shine wave dash up strong is not going to connect here for Sophilo. Still alive is CheesyPotato. There's a chance, Lentini.
Oh.
Just kidding. There's no chance. Destiny arrives with that fair, and you will be knocked down by Sophilo on that Zetterburn. That is an upset, I believe.
That was a tense game 5. You know the heart palpitations on that stage right now must be insane. Sophie looked so poised, so comfortable for those first 2 stocks, and then Cheesy almost brought it all the way back. You could see the win condition, the glint of hope in Cheesy's eyes, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. Fortunately for Sophie, of course, as she's going to be moving on winner's side. Cheesy's going to be going down to loser's side. But before we get into that action, we are going to be taking a short ad break. So don't go anywhere, y'all. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Shield drop turnaround. Yeah,
it's impossible.
Aren't they going to make that like easier or something next patch? I heard something they were going to change shield drop next patch, but I'm not sure if that's true.
A different kind of shield drop. I mean, like literally dropping the, like letting go of the shield button, not dropping through the.
Sorry, I thought you meant the tech. My bad. Well, we're getting into it already. All right, Stango versus Vibe. Stango, of course, on the patented Kragg, and Vibe we've seen before on the Clairen, and this should be for winner's side top 8, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right. We are getting to that point in the bracket, and both of these players certainly deserve it. We saw what Vibe could do earlier. Stango, on the other hand, I think we should talk about the fact that he's playing Kragg, not Zetterburn.
Yeah.
I mean, this is by self-naming Daddy Zetterburn here.
Yeah.
And he's playing Kragg.
But to be fair, Stango does have a Kragg. I've seen him pull it out for certain
I mean, he loves to
matchups,
play Kragg in doubles, I know.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to see him using it more and more lately.
I mean, it's something you can rely on, too, if you feel like the matchup isn't favorable for you. Maybe Stango just doesn't like Zetter versus Clairen specifically. I'm not sure exactly how well Clairen fares into Kragg, but I know that sometimes the tippers will not be favoring you if there's a heavy on the screen, because it can be difficult to kill as the F-Strong breaks through the block, but great DI there from Vibe to avoid that kill.
That was such a scary situation for Vibe. Manages to get back, but you had to burn your air dodge early because of the rock from Stango. The result being you have no mix-up on your recovery. However, Stango doesn't get to use his. A little bit of a flub there. He definitely had the resources.
Yeah, definitely a mistake there from Stango. But that's all right. You know, we still got some extra stocks to work with as the up special goes past the ledge and Stango capitalizes.
Ooh, just jab checks. I think Stango was expecting that Vibe would floor hug, so didn't follow up. The up tilt would have connected there. Trying to space the down tilt, but getting outspaced by Clairen's hitbox's special getup. Going to give you a bit of momentum, a little bit of a back and forth with this rock as well, forcing Vibe off stage early.
Solid work here. Careful if you are Vibe. Able to use that side special to snap the ledge. Back to neutral once again. There's the tipper into the grab. Wow, that grab was egregious. Found that somehow. Vibe taking advantage, but the dare, wall jump to return. Vibe trying to get out of dodge as Stango presses the advantage.
I love that nair from Stango. I definitely up-aired there, and I definitely was too early and missed it because of the tech window. So good awareness to him for finding a better option, but it's perfectly even right now. Dash attack into dash attack. Okay, Vibe.
Mario Kart double dash as Vibe tries to find the connection and does with the tipper. Beautiful stuff from Vibe here, and even going up 2 stocks to 1 now. There's a chance for Vibe to take game number 1.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Stango maybe just needing to warm up a little bit. We'll see. There were a couple of little flubs. However, mostly looking solid. Very aware of that block placement as well.
Okay, nice tipper dare. Getting some damage here. It's not going to kill Stango just yet. Neutral B tipper, dare tipper. Setting up the dare once again. We are resetting all of these tech chase situations as Vibe is taking advantage of the weak disadvantage from Kragg as we find the tipper fair 1. We'll close out game number 1 in a dominating fashion.
Vibe heard you talking about how hard it can be to kill heavies and was like, bet. Check this out. Wait, are we changing our controls? Did you just win the game and change? Bro!
The ultimate
You just won the game with tap jump accidentally turned on? That's crazy.
Unbelievable disrespect being had here.
Vibe, what are you doing?
He's like, oh man, that was wrong. 2 stock, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Let me
hang on, let me fix it.
That should have been a 3 stock.
Yeah, should have been. My controls were all wrong. Stick sensitivity was off by 1%, so.
Harbor's not banned.
Oh, interesting.
And we didn't go there. That is fascinating.
Tempest Peak.
One at the small stage.
I'm surprised. Why would he want the small stage in this situation? I'm a little confused by that.
I think the idea is you're trying to shut down Clairen's spacing game. The downside being that it's going to be harder for Kragg to pull rock. But if you can just stay in her space all the time, in theory, she'll never hit you with a tipper.
True.
We're going for that, the Pantene spacing, I like to call it. When you're so close, you can tell what shampoo your opponent used.
The Pantene spacing.
That's the strat here for Stango.
Smell the soap that they used in the shower.
Is that Head and Shoulders?
Yeah, well, we'll see how clean both of these players are. At the moment right now, it's Vibe, I think, finding a little bit of an advantage on that tech chase situation after the up throw. Once again, finding a grab. Up throw again. Tried to reset on the platform, but Stango not having any of that. Immediately fires back with the up tilt.
Ooh, bends that air dodge. Mixes up Stango, who has been pretty apt to go to the ledge, so I like that. Forward air, gonna close out the first stock. So far, the Pantene spacing seems to be working.
Yep. Definitely seems to be working. Down tilt tipper into the dash attack. Vibe looking to take advantage. Jab 1 into grab from Stango, mixing up that shield a little bit. It's the back and forth now, however. as Vibe tries to take advantage of this stage position. Back to neutral. We are playing some neutral right now. Up throw.
Oh, that's so scary. Stango holding out for dear life at over 100%. That down air would have done hard work. However, it's going to take a little bit more than hard work to succeed in 2025. Vibe struggling to get the kill. The up air is barely going to do it.
Yep.
DI
barely.
not quite right.
Just barely enough with that tipper up air. Vibe finding that. Great little confirm here, the dare. Confirming into that grab. Finding more and more percent. Stango once again looking for something, dashing along this stage. Kragg takes up so much space on this tiny stage.
Yeah, he does. Bro is massive. He has been in the gym.
Yeah.
Need to work on those legs, though.
Definitely.
Bro skipped leg day so hard.
Bug legs, man. They're usually not that strong. I don't know.
How can he recover so well with such spindly little legs? That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. I guess he skips leg day and the arms are making up for it.
He just jumps with his arms.
Yeah. Does like a handstand. Okay, back air connecting. 1, 2, 3. After the forward air. Looking to find an edge guard once again. Haven't seen many strongs from Vibe, honestly. They really don't use them too much in this matchup.
I think part of that is just because of the end lag. If you get it wrong, you get punished so hard because they're so laggy. Great tech, by the way, but not able to get back. Stango evening up, taking an advantage in the stocks.
Yep.
91% to your name. That could go a long way.
It could, especially on the beefy character that is Kragg. Looking for that up tilt, back throw. Good DI there from Stango to avoid any sort of follow-up. There we go. F-Strong finally connecting, but they're able to Amza tech it and survive that time around.
Bro, Stango's playing Smash 4. You see that run-up shield over and over and over?
Hey, sometimes it's good. He just did it again. Shield grab right after. Vibe having an opportunity here in the edge guard situation. Utilizing that movement, trying to find something. Stango mixing it up. Able to return with the safety of that platform. Good tech into the up special to return to stage. Vibe not giving anything away, but Stango has a chance here. Couldn't find it. Still alive.
Wanted to get back on stage to punish the recovery.
That's it.
Did it too early. No, we got techs. That's not it just yet.
Oh.
And again, continuing to tech, but Vibe does not care. Following through, finishing the food. All the veggies on the plate are gone right now.
Yeah, not enough techs in the world can save you from that F-Strong at the very end from Vibe, and now they have a chance to bring this back. Bad spot to be in, though, as the wall jump, going back to center stage. Stango actually flubbed the punish there, but we get the up throw into the up air.
Special pummel.
Finds it with the special pummel. The rare B-button press after the grab will take a solid game number 2 from Stango.
We love cubes around here.
Cubes.
That's actually Kragg's favorite type of art, cubism. He's trying to get into it.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's real into it.
Okay, Lentini. You're cooking. I'll give it up. You're cooking. You're cooking something. My goodness.
He just like shows up to the art studio with his opponent forced into a square, like, eh?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Shows him a drawing of a cube. Check this out, bro. Oh Dojo is the choice for game number 3. Vibe electing to go for the tri-plat setup. See how this pans out. I think that minimal space on the last stage, honestly, made it a lot harder for Vibe. A good choice from Stango. We'll see how this choice from Vibe pans out.
Oh, I can't believe that forward air didn't connect from Stango. Vibe just barely sneaking past it. But yeah, the tri-plat's layout going to change a lot. Both of these characters can get a lot off of those up air combos, so we'll see what that ends up looking like in practice. Certainly Stango is going to have a bit of an advantage on the on-platform tech chase.
Yep. Here comes Stango.
It's a
Platform
start.
tech chase. Yep. Didn't find much more after it, though. Vibe looking for a grab of their own. Gets the tech chase on the platform. A couple of fair ones to send Stango off the side. And Stango loves going right up to that wall and coming back. It's been their favorite mode of recovery.
Managed to get back to stage there, so you do get another pillar. However, Vibe is putting on a lot of damage, which at this percent is pretty important. Strong hit of the up air. Great spacing to make that front hitbox connect.
Oh, okay. Breaking the pillar immediately. Vibe aggressing onto Stango right now. Stango trying to get something started. There's a fair one to send Stango off that right side. Can we finish our food? Finding a back air. No tipper, though. Once again, no tipper on that back air. Stango's going to be able to come back once again, especially with the help of that block covering the recovery.
Oh, What a bonk with that block as he falls through the drive-by. I got one more. I got a package for you. Send him to the penthouse.
Hello. Up
Straight to the penthouse.
Into the up air from Stango. A beautiful stock there. Now trying to return to stage once again. Vibe hasn't really been able to capitalize on these edge guards, maintaining stage position with the grab, though. And now Stango's out. Stango's back in neutral.
173.
Uh-oh.
Vibe is struggling to get this kill. You got to watch out. Great tech chase from Stango. I can't believe you reacted to that.
Goodness.
And you finished the plate too, Stango. You're nasty. Okay, we don't get those parries, though.
Okay, beautiful combination there from Vibe, getting fair one tipper into F strong. Stango, though, man, playing absolutely immaculately. I don't think it's the stage that matters at this point. Stango's just different off the stage.
Oh, my goodness. It goes to show just how immaculately Vibe has to play off stage every time you get put into that situation against Kragg. This character's offensive pressure, his advantage state is absolutely belligerent.
Yep.
Ooh, but it can go both ways if you get the right hits.
Tipper back air has the platform to recover with, though. Vibe looking for something here. I like that. Tipper neutral special. Not going to kill. Tipper down tilt, setting up into an edge guard. Vibe with the parry.
Vibe has an opportunity here.
Throw, F strong. Yes, we finally see that confirmed. That's the first time Vibe has found that, and they needed it now more than ever.
It's all about that DI, and that time around, Stango guessed wrong. Vibe taking full advantage. Missed crouch cancel there because you got hit by that at a higher percent.
Down throw. A little bit of damage here. Stango sending Vibe off that left side. Vibe trying to return, trying to get combination started here. This is how it starts. Grab to Nair. Oh, I don't know if he meant to do F strong there.
Okay, I'm noticing a bit of a pattern that Stango is taking advantage of. Vibe has a habit of tech rolling to the opposite side of the platform when he gets hit onto it, and Stango is starting to abuse it on this tri-plat layout where you get a lot of opportunities for those platform tech chases.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't even need it there. Missed tech on the side, unfortunately, and that is going to put Stango up 2-1.
Stango going up here. 1 game away from locking their ticket to winner's side top 8. Could be pretty big here for Stango. Are we going back to Ho Dojo? Yes, we are. Vibe saying, like, it really wasn't the stage. I just got cheesed on the edge guard.
You got cheesed a little bit, yeah.
Really did. A little bit of Gouda, a little bit of cheddar, you know.
So I do worry about the stage for Vibe based on how those platform tech chases were going. Like, Vibe is getting stuff off of them, but I feel like Stango is getting more.
I agree. Vibe, once again, setting up into this edge guard situation. It's so hard to take advantage of Kragg off the stage. Platform helping out Stango in the disadvantage here. Once again, we see the reset, up tilt, fair. Looking for edge trap once again, but didn't find it. Stango has been returning to stage too often, I fear. Killer set up on that right side, has the block in hand, catching it once again. Stango,
oh,
we're back.
Oh, that was really scary. Hitting the elevator one more time.
To the top. Back air connecting, no tipper though. Back to neutral. Vibe playing a lot safer this time around. Find the tipper, no follow-up to be had as the knockback is too great.
Kragg does not care how low you send him, though. He has plenty of time to pull out that pillar. But Vibe, rinse and repeating these edge guards, looking so much better, goes deep, recognizing the habit of Stango to do what I just mentioned, go low.
Yeah, he's been going to low, favoring that recovery a lot. And honestly, Vibe hasn't taken advantage of it until now. Found a solid connection there with that dare. 56% to his name. Vibe looking a lot better in game number 4.
A little bit of ping pong action. Making it a bit hard for Vibe to get anything started on the early percents here. F-tilt, get off me. And that is going to be the stock. It's just that easy.
Yeah, sometimes it's just that easy for Stango, man. Oh, knocked him off the pillar. That'll put you into hit stun. Couldn't find much more than 10% though.
Yeah, bro got tired of playing that penthouse premium. That's the presidential suite right there. I can't afford that.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like Clairen would be able to afford it.
I guess with inflation, she probably comes back with like 50 cents in her pocket and she's loaded.
Her sword is probably worth a lot, right? Gotta be.
That's a good point. Unless you like made it in her garage or something. It's the future, so like I don't know what kind of technology.
Yeah, maybe everybody has a sword like that.
Everybody has a sword like that.
I don't know. See what Vibe can do with this garage-made sword, according to Lentini.
That's her Tony Stark arc there.
Yeah.
She's got a sword and some goggles from eBay. Okay. What more could you want in a warrior?
Oh, no. Oh, the up strong just barely missing after the dash attack, unfortunately for Vibe. Still, the damage is being racked up. The problem is, how do we kill this beetle?
That is always the perennial question against this character. And now we see Stango going into forward air mode, which is pretty hard to deal with. There's a reason that that's going to be adjusted in the next patch. We'll see what ends up happening for it, but again, for now, we don't care. Stango taking full advantage of the tools at his disposal, going deep, trying to get a mix-up on Vibe. Ooh, okay. Gets mixed up himself.
Finally, Vibe finding a connection off that right side, though. Going up a stock. We've seen this before, though, Lentini, where Vibe is up, and suddenly Stango's like, you know what? I'm going to edge guard. I'm going to knock this Clairen off the side and even this back up right quick. We'll see. Forward air connecting here for Stango as they toss the block off the side, looking for the dare, finding a back air, but not much to be had as the command grab sets up into the forward air, and goodbye to your stock, Vibe.
That whole situation was so tough. It all started out with the same thing that we've seen before. You're forcing out the air dodge from your opponent early so that they don't have that recovery timing mix-up, which makes it a lot easier to do that rinse and repeat get up from ledge edge guard.
Now all of a sudden Stango finding themselves with a % lead.
With the hops.
Tossing that block. Whoop, whoop. Here comes the block. Okay, down air tech chase, up air, back air, sending Vibe into all sorts of disadvantage states. Get up attack. Here's a grab, tech chase on the platform, the nair, but no F-strong that time around from Vibe, unfortunately, as they are racking up some % here onto Stango. Up throw. Careful.
Oh, it was a little bit too slow. Vibe going for a roll there. I wonder if that was supposed to be a wave dash, but that's going to be it as Stango takes it 3-1 over Vibe. A solid game number 4 there. Vibe had some ideas, but at the end of the day, I feel like Stango's punish game, his tech chases, just in general, the game plan was a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the advantage state from Vibe was very, very good. He would often find himself with a lot of %, a lot of combinations. The problem was always just getting the kill. I don't think
could not get the
Stango's survivability cannot be understated in that set. And I think that's why they elected to go for the Kragg instead of the Zetterburn in this specific situation, because sometimes Clairen just struggles with killing these heavy characters, especially if you can't find the strongs and you can't find the tippers.
Right, it's arthritis, right?
Yeah.
Where 25 years later, unfortunately, we still have not found a cure from arthritis.
Nope. It's a never-ending problem for these sorties, man. Tippers, who would have thought? It giveth and it taketh away.
I do love some Kragg gameplay, though. Interesting and fun to see Stango pulling out that character a little bit more often. You know Kragg's favorite exercise, by the way?
This has got to be something that I'm not prepared for.
Box jumps.
Good one, Lentini.
I love this character. He's so goofy.
It really is goofy. He's definitely the goofiest character in the game, if I had to say.
Yeah, certainly a fan favorite for good reason as well. And we've got some more fan favorites coming up. We got Dakpo versus the one, the only, the #1 seed, Marlon.
Marlon on that patented Orcane. You know, their name kind of fits, too. It reminds me of a fish. And Orcane is almost a fish. Not quite, but similar. I feel like Orcane, does Orcane live in the ocean? You know, I was talking about this yesterday. It's like a whale dog, right?
I don't think he does, because like he's known for being a bit of like a trickster terror in town, like in lore.
That's his lore.
That's his lore. He's a bit of a terror. He's known as being a trickster. He causes all sorts of problems, and I always visualized that as being in a town that wasn't like Atlantis-ified. I assumed it was above water, but I can't actually say for sure.
Maybe he's like both land and sea. I don't know what you would call that.
Now we're talking, amphibious?
Well, amphibians typically live in freshwater, don't they?
Oh, so what if it's saltwater?
Yeah, because I feel.
Is there something? I don't know if there's a creature like that.
That lives on both, like the sea and on land. Well, I mean, technically sea turtles can do both, but they don't breathe. They just hold their breath. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be – we're not having a science lesson right now. We got to talk about Marlon versus Dakpo here as we get into our next set. Orcane versus Dakpo's character is escaping me right now. Help me out, Lentini. Save me.
Don't put me on the spot now. I don't remember either. You forget that? It's like, oh, no, wait.
Surely.
We'll find out momentarily.
Sure.
We were talking about the Orcane.
Yeah.
We're kind of assuming that the Wrastor isn't coming out, and I stand by that. I haven't seen it come out lately. I think that's still going to be the case. We'll see what happens come next week. Oh, I did see the tweet. It was, I assume, a bit of a joke tweet coming out from Marlon right after the dev stream. It was like, wow, They're making it so anybody can play Wrastor now, huh? So
well, that's the character that Dakpo plays, by the way. It's Wrastor.
It is Wrastor.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We just, I don't know how that slipped our brains for some reason. We were thinking about whale dogs. We were thinking about the land at sea. We need to be thinking about the sky, because that's what Wrastor does. He goes to the sky. He is, in fact, a bird on that pigeon skin as well that we love so dearly. With the backwards
It's such a
cap
fun
and all.
skin.
It is so fun.
He's so cool.
He is cool.
I wish I was that cool.
I don't think we could ever be that cool, Lentini. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe you could. I don't know about myself. I don't have a hat like that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I've got like one San Francisco 49ers hat, and that's it.
Could you pull off the reverse cap, you think?
I don't think that's for me. I'm too old for that. I know my place. Front-facing caps only from here on out.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like the reverse cap sometimes when I'm playing golf. That's pretty much the only time I do it, though, just to get my hair out of my face.
Man, Chad is giving me a biology lesson. Did you know some turtles can breathe through their skin?
They can?
What is this?
What the heck?
That's wild.
This is a science lesson.
Thank you, chat, for teaching me. Who said that video games can't teach you life lessons? Now I know.
Yeah.
When my teacher tells me to put down the phone, I'll be like, did you know that some turtles can breathe through their skin in water?
Which turtle
I have
does
no
that?
idea.
Do they only breathe through their skin, or do they also breathe through their mouth? These are questions that I have, chat.
Well, I assume they mostly breathe through their noses, like when they're above ground, or above water, rather.
Yeah, that's what, well, I guess
like they've got
true.
lungs.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah, that would make sense. In the water, perhaps. Okay, what's the choice here? Their band's coming through. Thinking about it. Wrastor v. Orcane. And we haven't seen that many Orcanes at this tournament thus far. I think there was only 2 in top 128. One being Marlon, the other being bro, chat. Something crazy just happened in real life that we're not gonna comment on, right?
We're doing great over here.
No, something crazy just happened. But we're fine. Everything's
Ghosts
fine.
have haunted the Rivals portion of the venue.
Everything is fine.
The set is falling apart in front of us.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking
Marlon.
of sets, though, Marlon starting this set off with some gasoline, going for the down air, 61 to 12% already.
Okay, the up throw from Marlon, trying to combo into that. Dakpo doing a great job so far of finding some percentage here. As Marlon comes through, gets that up tilt to Nair. Jab to down tilt. Once again, pressuring here. Tried to use the puddle for the F-strong, but didn't quite connect. Still, damage onto Dakpo.
Very even start here. Dakpo with a slight advantage. Goes for a parry, but Marlon does not press a button on landing. Mostly focused on that puddle. Speaking of the puddle, one thing that I've noticed with Marlon's gameplay over time is he doesn't tend to use that puddle super offensively like some other Orcanes I've seen do. Instead, he'll leave it in a corner like where it is right now, let it chill, play his game, and then when he needs it as an ex machina, it comes out.
There's the Nair, though, from Marlon. Hogging that ledge a little bit. Neutral special to come back to stage. Dakpo trying to get out of dodge. Up throw for a little bit of bubble combination. Slipstream the aerial right after the fact. And Marlon has been a disadvantage for the better half of the last minute.
Oh. Okay, combo starters, that down air putting in work for Dakpo right now. Been able to find so many of those. Also, what is it with these Wrastor players and hack stashes? I only see Wrastor players doing it.
I think it's just Dakpo, honestly. Like, we've only seen Dakpo.
I guess that's true.
We've only seen Dakpo on the Wrastor. There we go. An aerial into the strong. Mid-air Wrastor's character is allowed to use his strongs in the air. An effective tool for fighting aerial stocks. Makes sense because he's a bird, right?
Bird up.
Bird up, baby.
Forward air into forward strong. Not going to connect. But the idea, the threat is there. Continuing to hold this advantage on Marlon.
Yeah, I mean, Dakpo has been playing so well at this tournament so far. I'm honestly very impressed by their performance, especially against the #1 seed here. They are winning for the very moment. Great tech.
Ooh.
Jab block. And the up smash. Wow, beautiful stuff from Marlon. You know, I was praising Dakpo. Marlon said, you know what? I'm going to return fire. Speaking of returning fire, Dakpo with that up strong to close out that second stock. And now we are back to basically even with Dakpo with an advantage state.
You can see Marlon taking full advantage of the fact that Dakpo cannot floor hug out of that jab lock. So he's just using these Gatlings to give himself massive combos every time.
Marlon slowly beginning to rack up some more damage here, though, as Dakpo has to return to stage. We have to burn that neutral B. Going past the ledge, we're alive, but we're taking damage. Down tilt to up air from Marlon. Connecting, but here comes the advantage state from Dakpo.
Oh.
Great parry. How do we capitalize?
Oh, no,
Platform's
you don't.
there just in time.
Not able to find the tech chase there. Marlon getting away with it, but Dakpo is not, as Marlon kind of steals that game away in the third act.
Yep. Very, very true, Lentini. The third act was not meant to be.
Looks like he's messing with his headphones a little bit.
Dakpo. Yep. Gotta get that game sound proper. Adjusting the volume and whatnot. But Marlon, see why they're one of the best in the business here as they do come back from a large deficit. Dakpo was ahead for the better end of that game rather.
Yeah, Marlon taking heavy advantage of a couple of missed techs there from Dakpo. That's going to be one of the big adjustments that I think we'll need to see. Of course, it's tricky because he's using so many different moves in so many weird ways to create off-nominal tech chase scenarios, which is how those tech chases become so consistent for him. We'll have to see what this looks like moving into the next game, and before then we'll have to see what stage we even end up going to.
Thinking about it here. Mix and bands, Tempest Peak perhaps is the choice for Dakpo. We move on into game number 2. How come he doesn't use the skateboard to smack people with? I feel like that strong should include like the skateboard, you know?
I guess he's a man of the air. He doesn't want to keep that thing on him too much. That's why he's throwing it out. He's like, I don't need this.
He just gets rid of it. What does he even need a skateboard for? He could fly. It's like this mode of transportation is not that effective.
Yeah, this sucks actually.
Not very good.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It just keeps respawning in his pocket. That's why he keeps getting rid of it.
Okay, reversal situation here for Dakpo. Marlon comes right back to stage, moving around a little bit as this whale dog traverses the stage. Looks like he has slipstream with the way that Marlon's moving.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Okay, a couple of aerials.
Yeah, bread and butters. I love his back air conversions. Marlon finds back airs like no other Orcane I've seen.
It's an effective tool to combo into other aerials. Down tilt to up air. Connecting here for Marlon.
So many of these situations, the micro spacing from Marlon, finding those pixel perfect situations where he can outspace Dakpo's approaches when he's in slipstream.
Uh-oh. Have to return to stage.
Bonk.
You know what? Marlon is just going for the ledge hog no matter what. Every time Dakpo elects to go for neutral special, he's like, all right, I'm ledge hogging. You have to go past me every single time.
True.
And it usually works out for Marlon too.
Cacaw.
Up special from Dakpo. The cacaw indeed. Taking that second stock.
But we're chilling for now, keeping it even. Dakpo fighting back in this game number 2 on his counter pick. He did go for a small stage. That is notable. That gives him a lot of opportunities to get those early stocks.
Marlon wave dashing back and forth. The tech out from the grab. Dakpo ready for it though, reacting. Teleporting back to that platform. Marlon mixing up the recovery a little bit. Good shield from Dakpo, finding a couple of hits here. The return fire from Marlon, comboing with that back air into the nair. Now edge guard situation. Can Dakpo come back? You're just going to take a punish. Oh, Marlon with the punish here.
Marlon doesn't like to go for the get-up attack. That's kind of the ranked classic from Orcane. He using that get-up attack to punish people for going to stage, to rinse and repeat the edge guards. Marlon sort of a step above that. If you're fast enough, it's suboptimal in a lot of these scenarios.
Okay, forward throw.
Ooh, watch that droplet forcing out the air dodge.
Gotta be careful. This is a hard spot to recover from, and you are not going to recover. Dakpo getting edge guarded by Marlon there. Has the puddle at center stage. Slipstream now active. Marlon was looking for a jab on the side there. Wanted to send Wrastor off.
Off of a single air dodge, he once again turned the game around. It looked pretty even. Now it's pretty heavily in his favor unless Dakpo can get a stock quickly here. Does get the DP, get off me, but Marlon has that puddle.
Yeah, it's not enough. You have to finish the job. Clapping him out of the skies. Wrastor looking. Gonna have to burn the neutral B. Able to snap the ledge this time around as Marlon did get off the ledge early that time. Seen up strong. No hit this time around.
I like that use of the droplet there. He's been having success, but ooh, clap him up once again. We got an even game, y'all.
That was the first time we've seen that combination come out from Dakpo so far. Might need a punish here. Double down tilt here for Dakpo as Dakpo tries to get his feet back onto stage. Marlon, small lead, pressing his advantage.
Dakpo struggling to fight that crouch cancel at low percents. However, we are starting to get a little bit higher. Maybe that momentum shift can still come, but 83, you're running out of time on such a light character. Ooh, missed the tech chase.
Yeah, we're all right, though. Playing on this platform, Dakpo gets swatted away by Marlon. Okay, great tech. Ready for that. Slipstream now active, but just as I say that, of course, the bubble butt not going to connect. I think that certainly would have spelled death.
Oh, yeah, at that percent, 100%. Oh,
the tech out.
The tech out. That is huge for Marlon. That was an opportunity for Dakpo, but he goes for the greed. He wants the pummel, and as a result, we're back in neutral. The parry's not going to get the opportunity, but he can't punish the down strong.
That was a crazy parry from Marlon.
That is the least safe on-shield strong in the entire game,
up special.
But it doesn't matter as long as you get the hit. And again, Marlon manages to clutch out that tight last hit scenario.
Paid for it with his life, man. Went for it all with that up special. Marlon clearly ready for the punish in that down strong and finds game number 3. Moving on to game number 4 now. I'm not sure if that stage was that effective for Dakpo, honestly. I mean, maybe not. The stage was pretty even. I think he'll be okay going back. He just kind of has to clutch it out is all.
Yeah, like you've got to remember as you're choosing your stage, you are playing Marlon. So losing a game doesn't necessarily mean you did the wrong thing. Sometimes you're just playing Marlon.
Sometimes it be that way.
But Dakpo's playing really well. I'm very impressed with the way he is keeping up, the way he is answering back, finding adaptations, punishing mistakes as Marlon goes for something like that, which might have been like a snapback misinput. Hard to say. Yeah,
good advantage state here from Dakpo so far. 85% and climbing as they assault this little whale dog. Trying to return to stage, though. Has the jump, able to snap the ledge. And here comes the clap. Does it kill, though? Not quite. Marlon's still alive. Tries to bubble butt back to stage. Good mix-up on the recovery from Marlon.
Everything's okay for now. The question becomes whether or not Dakpo can seal out the stock. That has been the struggle. That has been the troublemaker. That has been what Marlon is abusing, because you start to press buttons like that, and all of a sudden, you are pixels away from losing your stock first.
No F strong from Marlon now. As the bubble is set up on the ledge, we have to burn the neutral B, and of course we're going to take the down strong that is empowered by the puddle. And Marlon, once again, going up on the first stock. This is set point for Dakpo as well. They do return fire, and they needed that strong in the air.
Man, it's just so tough to close out those stocks against Marlon. Yeah, you've got those early combos. He is playing a pretty heavy, pretty wide character, so he's kind of combo food for a character like Wrastor. But if you can't get the big hit, none of it matters.
That's true. Let's see if these combos matter for Marlon right now as they find the sliding F down tilt. Down strong in that puddle, once again in power, doing some more damage here to Dakpo. He went above the ledge with the neutral special. I think that mixed up Marlon a little bit. Air dodge given away.
Oh, no!
Dangerous spot. I think you're done. Yes, the ledge hog is there from Marlon, and now up 2 stocks to 1 in game number 3.
He's just so consistent. The games feel even until they just suddenly aren't.
Yep.
Dakpo leaning into that movement, trying to catch Marlon swinging. Marlon doesn't give it to him. Bit of an opportunity there, but still, Marlon keeps coming out on top. You got to watch out for the down air, the get-up attack. So many options.
So many options here. Teleporting away. Marlon getting out of dodge. The scramble situation on the center. The grab empowered, able to do some damage here to Dakpo. Dakpo trying to get something started, trying to get his hands on this small little Orca dog. The slipstream going to set up into a bad spot, but going high. Marlon with the mix-up on the recovery. His recoveries continue to impress me, Lentini.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how it ends.
Marlon is just too consistent.
Oh, my goodness.
Every time he gets sent off stage, every time they get sent into a scramble, Marlon plays well, and the question for Dakpo is, can you keep up just a little bit longer? Can you hold on to that thread? And every time it snaps ever so slightly, Marlon takes it all the way.
You know, it really felt like, especially in the first game, it felt like Dakpo was going to take a game.
It did,
it did. It felt like he had the tools, he had the skills, he had the adaptations made, and then Marlon just played better.
Yeah, even the second game, I agree with you. Like, there's clear paths to victory. The third game started to get away near the end because like the one flub happened like a bit sooner, but otherwise very back and forth set despite what the set count said.
Yeah.
Great to see.
It's the 3-0, but it was close. You know.
Yeah, it was close though. That's when you go to the TO. It's like it was close though.
It
like,
was
all
close.
right, buddy. All right, I'll see you. In
I mean,
losers
hey,
bracket.
he's the #1 seed. You know, like that's pretty good. It was winner's side also. So like,
yes,
he's still fine. He's still in losers. Dakpo could still make an appearance in top 8. I believe that they have to win one more set in order to move on to losers side top 8.
We're chilling. We got time.
But now we got at least 2 players locked into top 8: Stango and
Marlon.
yes, exactly.
And we might be about to find our next because coming up to the stage, it's going to be CakeAssault versus elkiies. It's going to be a fun set. I'm a bit of a Forsburn enjoyer myself, so I'm always glad to see CakeAssault. I assume he'll be playing that character.
Yeah.
There's always a chance that like the Zetter could come out.
There's a chance that the fleet could come out as well.
Could come out,
honestly,
yeah. But I expect the Forsburn.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what Cake is feeling these days. I mean, normally I feel like he's on the Forsburn right now. Ever since the fleet nerfs, he's kind of not really been entertaining the character nearly as often.
That said, it does come out every once in a while.
It does.
I know he's played it even recently in tournament. So you never know.
The character is not that bad.
Right.
The nerfs were like pretty detrimental to fleet, but I still think she has plenty of tools to deal with the characters in this game, and with enough consideration, I think she can definitely fight with the best of them. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. The balance of the game is pretty close. There are a couple of outliers at the ends that slip a bit further away, but when you compare it to other plat fighters or even some other traditional fighters, it's not so bad. Your bottom tier characters in this game are like a mid tier at worst in some of the other ones, so we'll do just fine.
Find out in this moment here which character CakeAssault is going to select. This is the first time I've ever gotten to commentate a CakeAssault set besides doubles, so I'm excited to see how they can perform here. elkiies plays Maypul, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so
elkiies is my favorite Maypul to watch.
Okay.
Because elkiies does not care what you're doing. She's going to hold forward. She's going to get silly in the chili, and you're going to just pray you don't get hit by it.
We're going to find out here who can move themselves into winners semis. Both these players are of the caliber to even win the tournament, I would say. Both can definitely have the potential to do so. I'm excited to see how this one goes. This isn't even top 8 yet, and we're already getting a banger set.
It is a top 8 seed, though, I assume.
Yeah,
both
are top 8, yeah.
Cake is number 2. I don't know where in that
elkiies
so
is like 6 or 7.
I could be 7, right? Because 2 versus 7 are going to play.
Vibe is 6. So
okay, so yeah, elkiies would be our 7 seed.
Alrighty. Maypul with the pirate skin.
Yarg.
And it looks like Forsburn is going to be the choice here for CakeAssault, at least going into game 1. Has been favoring the Forsburn as of late.
I do love that pirate skin.
It's pretty nice. You know, I love the skins in this game. They're so creative.
What pirate's life for me.
Yo ho, yo ho. Who's going to win the rock, paper, scissors?
We are the pirates who don't do anything.
Now that's a classic. I haven't heard that in a while.
Shout out my VeggieTales
I
enjoyers.
love VeggieTales.
I love some good old-fashioned VeggieTales.
If you don't like VeggieTales, you got problems. I'm sorry. How could you hate a couple of talking vegetables, man? Come on now.
Yarg.
All right, who's going to win the RPS? And it's elkiies. Good stuff.
I love that they made the RPS elemental.
I love that too.
It's the subtle things.
It is. What's our stage choice here? Thinking about picks and bans. CakeAssault's like, where do I not want to fight Maypul on? Well, the forest. That's their home. They live in the forest.
I agree. I hate forest in this matchup. I ban it pretty much every time.
Julesvale's going to be the choice, though.
Julesvale, I feel good about. Like, it's pretty neutral.
Pretty neutral, I'd say. Most people, I feel like Godai Delta in this stage are often the most picked for neutral stages, just because there's not too much craziness happening.
Yeah, we'll see how that changes in a week when the blast zones on Delta are adjusted. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot, but there will be some niche interactions. Of course, Maypul does like to kill off the top, so that will be a strength. Unfortunately, she's going to die off the bottom this time around. CakeAssault doing that invincible ledge stall with the up special. elkiies finding the catch on the way in anyway.
Yeah, CakeAssault Trying to return to stage. Realizing that wall jump and an up special. Up throw here into Nair from elkiies.
Ooh.
CakeAssault is in a solid lead for the moment. elkiies is beginning to win the neutral, however, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, despite that early lead from CakeAssault, the neutral has been looking all elkiies, as has this coverage of the ledge. It's been so hard for Cake to get back. Finally finds an opportunity, but elkiies again just stuffs him right back out.
Yeah, elkiies is not deterred by that stock deficit. They are still playing very, very well against CakeAssault here, but CakeAssault finally double dare. No follow-up to be had, though. That should be a punish on the down air. Waiting for the punish after the fact was CakeAssault, punishing the defensive option you pick later on. But, man, Forsburn does so much damage when Cake's playing.
I feel like he could have gotten a pivot bear there. Unfortunately, was not able to find it. Lots of down airs coming out from CakeAssault, though, into the neutral. A great punish tool, a great neutral opener, and, of course, that down tilt, a great option, confirming into the waveland down strong.
Man, 3 stocks to 1 now. You have to imagine Cake is, like, already being like, all right, let's move on to game number 2 here. I got 3 whole stocks to your 1. It's looking pretty tough. We need to find this stock if we're elkiies. We need to find it right now. Get off the ledge.
Cake getting that super smoke in the corner is really nice for him as well. But he held up. He got the option, the 50-50 right. Now he's just chilling. He's trying to stay alive. We're probably not going to see as much of that down tilt because it's a little bit more risky at this percent. Meanwhile, elkiies just begging him to make a tiny little mistake, and there it is.
Yep, finally. Finally, the stray hit for elkiies does it. Now you have to go through 2 more of CakeAssault's stocks. A difficult spot to be in. Clone actually taking the hit there for CakeAssault. They are capitalizing. These resets are so effective. Getting the toss off that right side. CakeAssault looking to find an edge guard. The down tilt connecting. The clone mixing up all sorts of options here as they find the backer after clone explosion. CakeAssault looking to close it out, but elkiies still alive.
Taking advantage of just that little bit of smoke. But once again, elkiies is so strong in the corner. That is where she thrives as a player. Again, that lack of fear. However, sometimes you need a little bit of fear in your life as CakeAssault finds another down strong.
Yeah, that down strong is so effective as well, especially on the ledge. We're going to get right back into the next game as we look for picks and bans. Of course, getting rid of the forest. We don't want to fight Maypul there. It also makes sense to get rid of Harbor, too. I feel for CakeAssault's recovery.
Maybe this is a hot take, given that Cake is banning it, but I actually really like Harbor in this matchup.
Really?
Because Maypul can't get to the side of the stage to do those stalls on her recovery, which are so annoying to deal with. Of course, she's got Tether, but Tether is usually pretty exploitable when you know that it's coming. So just having the big stage is a personal preference of mine.
Well, I guess Cake prefers Go Die Delta here, even though it is elkiies' choice. Neutral stage once again. Those like little X marks the spots.
It's so nice.
It's kind of like distracting me a little bit. I'm like, wow, look at that. Nice little animation.
Well, I like things like that are on my character so that they distract the other person, because I'm never looking at my character. So I'll put like wacky death effects on and things, and I don't even realize that they're there just to distract the other person.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Sometimes skins get wins, Lentini.
They do. I need that pay-to-win skin. Give me like a horrible neon flashing skin.
Oh, my goodness. elkiies with the edge guard. Fantastic stuff. We were talking about skins getting wins, and it looks like the pirate comes out on top.
Yeah, I think you got skinned on that one. That's crazy. Those double hook hands are fully functional.
Drags him in with the forward strong. CakeAssault getting some damage here. Sucking up a little bit of that smoke. Man, he got to have the worst lungs ever. Whenever he breathes in that smoke, he's like,
yeah, that is tough.
He's probably got the worst raspy voice of all time.
Maybe that's what the training is when he went into the forest with the smoke people, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
They just trained him to inhale without coughing.
It's got to be so difficult. He's locked in.
Ooh, back air, barely not going to find his mark for Cake. However, the follow-up does, and he gets that full install. Let's see what he does with it.
Yeah, maximum inhalation here. And we find...
I think they call that skin cancer.
No, probably lung cancer more so, right?
We're just looking at the guy. Maybe it's both.
Yeah, he's turned all black. His skin is as black as the tar he inhaled. It looks like he lost some of it, though, as elkiies looks for this edge guard. We're mixing up the recovery here with that smoke, and CakeAssault comes back, reverses the situation, getting all sorts of connections here onto Maypul.
He is so consistent with those forward air combos, and as well taking full advantage of elkiies not finding the tech, turning this stock around. elkiies had such an advantage. The back air as well. We talked about how exploitable that tether is when you know it's coming, and CakeAssault knew it was coming.
Yep.
No tether?
That's the tether available once again. I thought we might confirm into it there. It is a little surprising that they didn't go for it, but CakeAssault did find that connection.
I think tether nair would have killed, but speaking of conversions, the way CakeAssault finds those F-Strongs is unlike any other Forsburn.
Yeah, so tricky with the smoke as well. You saw CakeAssault actually opt for the up special into the smoke on the other side to get out of dodge from the Angel platform there. elkiies now has to find this stock on the right side. CakeAssault returning to stage, snapping that ledge, getting that iframes back so they can avoid the damage from elkiies.
Good usage of the down air to get out of that situation. It's so easy to get used to sharking this character because she doesn't have an aerial down air, but little clips like that can put you back in the lead if you can find the opening, and finally the tether confirm comes out from elkiies.
elkiies with the secure on that tether coming all the way out there.
Ooh.
CakeAssault trying to get the advantage going though, the down tilts.
He tried to option select there by using the clone for the tech roll in and then covering the tech in place with the down tilt. However, elkiies tech rolled the other way, so it wasn't able to confirm.
Able to snap the ledge. CakeAssault back in action. Relatively even percent tether now available for elkiies. Let's see a setup in our future. elkiies just standing there and then instantly letting those aerials rip.
Down air again. He's just so consistent with those down airs, utilizing both hitboxes, the forward and the back, for different use cases. Now struggling to get off the ledge. Parries the Lily. That's an opportunity.
That's a chance here. Nair's coming through both competitors.
elkiies using down special very well in the air. Something that you don't see a lot of Mapuls use to full effect.
Chance here. Forward throw check chase situation. No down tilt that time around. CakeAssault trying to set it up. elkiies with the tether. No connection though, and the clone will take the damage for CakeAssault as we fly to the top once again, but no connection, missing that 50-50. The mash out.
You fell out because it's up strong, and up strong doesn't work.
We're still
Dash attack.
Still alive. No tether yet. Able to reverse the situation.
Wait, this is bad. You
no.
had no resources,
Nothing
and that's
left.
gonna be it.
Wow, CakeAssault going up once again. Able to take care of elkiies off stage. Unfortunately, didn't have the option to tether. And even with the option to tether, you could still eat a punish and lose your stock. CakeAssault, very calm and collected here. In these clutch situations especially.
And we're running the stage back. elkiies with one more opportunity to stay on winner's side, to get that ticket into top 8, that easier bracket path. And again, great usage of that down special for a tech chase option.
CakeAssault coming in with that down tilt. Finding a couple of A buttons here in the early percentage. Actually spot dodging the grab. Sending the clone out as well to cover the low recovery. elkiies able to make it back, but not without taking at least 30%.
elkiies struggling to get back down. CakeAssault is so good at sharking this ledge, which is hard to do. It's a little hard to platform shark with CakeAssault's Forsburn because that up air is so skinny.
Nice. Good option coverage there from elkiies. CakeAssault has been using these spot dodges very, very well, dodging a lot of the moves that elkiies throwing out. Covering the platform, the tether. No connection, though, unfortunately, as CakeAssault begins to throw a couple of up airs. All the smoke all over the stage. And tilts. Trying to come back, and CakeAssault makes it. The tether off the top. No 50-50 this time around. It's guaranteed for elkiies.
Great stuff there, and a great combo. The ping pong with the clone. It's so tricky to manipulate that AI to do what you want, so it feels so good when it works out. Great stuff to CakeAssault. However, elkiies not deterred, taking advantage of that invincibility to create this scary scenario in the corner.
Definitely is a scary spot to be in. CakeAssault, when you're stuck in the corner, is a menace. Be careful once again, sending elkiies into the corner, summoning that clone. Unfortunately, not going to get much out of it, utilizing the invisibility of these clouds to trick up the movement. Just got to get out of the corner if you're elkiies. How do you escape CakeAssault?
It's so hard. So many options at his disposal, and he uses them so well, but elkiies continues to be strong in the neutral and strong when she gets her advantage state going. I think a key factor has just been that CakeAssault's advantage state has been even stronger. Situations like this, the double dip on the downer, sending her off stage. Now you've got the potential for that combust to come out. One more thing to think about.
Maximum inhalation, parrying the Lily just in case.
Oh. I think if he had fast felt, he would have found that. Again, missing that down tilt spacing,
And
there it is.
Yes, the confirm for CakeAssault. Just a classic down special, but are we going to be able to come back from this? No, not at all. Wow, elkiies actually found that pickup on the left side. Solid work. Now brought themselves back into this game, but can they beat CakeAssault? Can they take this game and save their winner side bracket life?
It's do or die. elkiies is struggling right now to get in on CakeAssault, who crouch cancels every option, finds ways to sneak through in the corner. This is where he comes to life, and you held in on dash attack.
Dangerous
that
spot.
is
The
terrible.
tether has to be given away. We're still alive, though. The backer connection from CakeAssault, but still the aggression is here. The edge is looking dangerous for elkiies as they try to get back to center. The down strong is enough, and CakeAssault takes it 3-0 as we completely fumble the handshake, Lentini. How could it happen?
No.
How could it be you?
Such a great stock, ruined by such a terrible fist bump.
Oh, no.
I sent both of these players to loser's side after that one.
Dude,
oh,
they did the I'm so sorry, Cake and elkiies.
Oh,
you gotta hold that.
No, you gotta hold
that.
Much like they kind of held each other's hands.
Absolutely ridiculous. CakeAssault will punch their ticket into top 8 winners side. We'll see elkiies again losers, but man, what a set, honestly.
That was a great set. elkiies fought tooth and nail all the way through. It was another one of those sets where it felt like she could have taken any given game, just was not consistent enough. CakeAssault was so good with his punish game, and that's what put it over the top.
Yeah. Honestly, every time Cake put elkiies in the edge, I was like, this could be
this could be it.
This could be it.
And it often is. However, before we get into any more of that loser side action that you just mentioned, we are going to take a quick break. Actually, we've got one winner side match before that. But we're going to take a quick break. Don't y'all go anywhere. We've got some ads to run, and we will be right back.
Coming back here, Kero.
Oh, Sophilo beat CheesyPotato, actually.
Oh, who'd they lose to then?
Didn't. Winner side.
Oh.
This is our last winners qualifier.
Oh, we're still in winner. You tricked me. Because earlier you said
you got got.
We were well, earlier you said we were going. Well, we're already started.
Yeah,
okay.
They're going in.
Whoops! I was looking at the monitor. That wasn't the correct monitor. Now I'm looking at the correct monitor. We're looking at Kero versus Sophilo here, and this is the first Olympia we've seen so far in top 32, which is a treat.
Yeah, I love this character. Definitely a fan favorite, very popular on ranked for a reason. Unfortunately, no amount of rat tricks are going to save you from that death. A little bit too close to the blast zone as Sophilo takes the first stock.
Bit of a cat and mouse game here. Zetter versus Kero.
We got Tom and Jerry on the screen.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about
Tom
that.
and Jerry at home, baby.
Legally distinct Tom and Jerry.
Can you do that Tom screen? You know, the one where he's very upset.
He is fully perturbed.
He's not happy. He's not happy. Oh my goodness, Kero coming right through, finding that up special and securing the first stock for themselves. Sophilo still with a small advantage though for the moment.
Ooh, man, that up air is so scary. When you get hit by that Pikachu semi-spike hitbox on the front of the tail, it is just so nasty in any situation.
Okay, up strong into the up air, the forward air as well. All the strong hits connecting for Sophilo at the moment. Has the fire set up on the ledge as Kero tries to make it back, but to no avail. Forward air from Sophilo will connect.
So when's somebody going to shield in this matchup?
I don't know.
Surely eventually, right?
They're kind of just going in. I mean, does Zetter really need to shield? They got Shine for that, right?
Yeah, that's true. Why would I use defense when I could just use more offense?
The best defense is a good offense.
And for for Kero's side of things, ideally, any situation that you're hitting somebody's shield, you're trying to have advantage anyway, so you shouldn't be in a scenario where you have to use that option too heavily. We're seeing it come out a couple times now, though.
Yeah. Trying to make their way back once again. Sophilo really taking advantage of the slower speed that Olympia has. Going all over the place with this Zetter. They are all over the screen, but here comes Kero with an advantage. Is it enough? Yes. finding that next stock, but 100% to their name.
Yeah, we are getting down to the wire here on this first game, and that is going to do it. Shine up strong. The patented, the tried and true, the classic kill confirmed.
Yeah, the classic here for Sophilo and them. Honestly, they've been playing super, super well so far, which was why I was surprised earlier when I thought they were in losers. I was like, who beat them? And you're like, oh, this is still winners.
Like, oh, don't worry, they didn't lose.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, still in winners. They're trying to book their ticket into winners side top 8, and I believe Kero as well. Also the only Olympia we have in top 32, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen another one yet. I might be missing somebody, but I think that could be true. I could double check that real quick, actually. Talk to him.
Yeah, we'll check the bracket in the background. Meanwhile, we are running back the stage pick. I don't feel bad about this stage for either character. I do think Kero tends to thrive off of stages where you have less space to work with because that crystal is going to take up a larger percentage of the stage. This stage is not super small, but it's also not super big, so I think it sits a little bit in the middle ground.
Right, so I have confirmed there are at least two Olympias in top 30.
Oh, is Sandstorm still in?
I think it's Shadow who's on Olympia. I don't think.
Or Sandstorm.
I don't think Sandstorm is still in. I could double check that too, actually, real quick.
If so, I'd be very interested to know who he dropped to.
Yeah, I'll check that for you. Let me see.
Oh, that was an awkward situation. Kero, unfortunately, misses the tech, because why would you be ready to tech that wonky up air hitbox in such a weird scenario below the stage? Sophie taking full advantage, however, does get floor hugged, does give Kero an opportunity to push some advantage.
So a little update on the bracket here. Sandstorm actually lost to Kero and has to play CheesyPotato and losers.
Okay, yes.
So that'll be one of our loser sets that we get for sure. But right now, we got Sophilo versus Kero, and it looks like Sophilo is on the better end of things at the moment. 146. Surely Kero can find this kill shortly. Not quite going to get it with that forward air, as Sophilo will make it back, but great coverage from Kero on the edge guard.
Keeping it relatively even in this game number 2, but critically for Sophie, she has a little bit of a lead. What can Kero do to turn this around? That's a pretty good start.
Good damage there from Kero as well, getting a couple of reads. With some damage. Crystal coming into effect there. Up air to back air from Kero as Sophilo tries to get their feet back on stage. Finally opening them up. Shine to up air. Danger spot.
Okay, FADC, always a good option in those scenarios, but you got to be careful because if you show that too often, Sophie can punish the end lag. So we'll have to watch that as the set develops. How does that mix-up occur on Kero's recovery?
Yeah. Let's see. Sophilo looking to find these side specials. Looking to open up Kero a little bit, tossing onto the platform. Once again, the double shine into the fair. The shield pressure from Sophilo is very, very scary. All these shines coming through as well.
Sophie also doing a really good job of breaking that crystal early and often to reduce the number of movement options that Kero has for both offense and defense. You've got the distance, but you don't have the timing mix-up, and Kero punishing beautifully, keeping alive in this game number 2.
Yeah, there's only so many places you can go once you're that low into the blast zone. Sophilo still has the lead, still has the advantage. Fair, sweet spot. Has the fire set up on the ledge. F-tilt connecting. Good recovery though from Kero.
Crystal putting in work for Kero's recovery there. However, you don't have it on this side. Aggressive forward air out of the corner. I love that. Unfortunately, misses the throw. And that is all Sophie needs to win neutral one more time, finding that stray forward air and finding another game.
That one whiff punish is all it took for Sophilo to capitalize.
That's all it takes.
It just goes to show the punish game that this Zetter possesses. Very effective. You miss one thing, take it a mile. And we're going to see what counter pick we get here. Forest gone, of course. Jewelsville might be the choice once again. Thinking about it here, taking a deep breath.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about stages. You could try Pillar, just because it's got small stage. It's got bigger blast zones, so that can be a little bit iffy because Olympia does not have the range to come back from super deep. So I think it goes both ways. I don't feel bad about this stage choice for Kero at all.
We're going to go back. The neutral started off, fair to grab, gets the back air, up throw, and great tech chase on the platform. This is good damage, but only 35% honestly isn't that much considering Sophilo got that much damage like much faster than Olympia could.
Ooh. A good forward air confirmed from Sophilo. That angle is so nasty as well. The way it forces Kero all the way into the corner. And again, just immediately breaking that crystal without being punished. That's something that I think Kero is really going to have to find an answer to. How do I punish Sophie for breaking my crystal?
Up air to forward air. I don't know. I don't know how we stop the onslaught that is Sophilo right now. It seems like they are just ready and willing to punish this rat at any slip up. It seems like you can't make a single mistake or this Zetter is all over you.
Oh, great jump from ledge though. Still alive. Oh, that was not great from Sophie. Gets away with it though. That was an opportunity where Kero could have potentially turned that stock around. Doesn't need it though. Rinse and repeat, send you into the corner anyway with that forward air.
Opportunity. Great tech though. Still alive, snaps the ledge. Sophilo back on stage. Gotta be careful as that side B will do some dot damage.
Oh, Sophie had the read trying to punish that spot dodge. Just a little bit off. Very difficult to find that timing. This might be it. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Sophie just hogging that ledge, making sure that Kero doesn't have an easy time to come back. And 3 stocks to 1 in game number 3, Lentini. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Looking really dire.
Looking a little bit download complete right now. Sophie taking absolute control off stage.
Oh my goodness.
Taking it over Kero in fantastic fashion.
Sophilo just absolutely dominating the neutral in that game number 3. Completely ridiculous, yeah. But like, man, winner's side top 8.
Winner's side top 8.
For Sophilo.
Deserved with the way that Sophie's been playing.
Very deserved, honestly. I'm very, very impressed with how this Zetterburn is playing. I believe that's going to be the only Zetterburn in top 8 for now.
See, character's not good. Proof.
Character's not good, guys. No, that character's broke. Whenever I'm playing that character, I'm like,
disgusting.
I hate this. I'm like,
I get so mad.
No lag.
I get mad and I stop playing my main and I just play Zetter and I do better. I'm like, okay, all right.
You try to grab Zetter, the shine happens. Like
it feels so bad.
Feels bad.
You know, like it's like fighting a boss character sometimes.
It's annoying, bro. I hate Zetter, but I love Sophilo. Very effective play. Super entertaining to watch too. Like to see her run. See how she does in top 8 too as well later.
Yeah, taking full advantage of the strengths of the character, to be sure. I have no doubt that Sophie's going to be performing just as well after those adjustments come in next week. And by adjustments, I mean nerfs coming in next week. Hallelujah.
Thank goodness.
Get that airspeed out of here. Let's see what ends up happening. Either way, though, that does lock in our winner's side. Now we're shifting down to losers.
Yep, shifting down to losers. I see Dakpo coming up to the stand here. Find his opponent in just a moment.
That's going to be Acorn.
Acorn. So it looks like to get here, Acorn's been going on quite the run. They beat Guard, they beat Klepto, they beat Shiv, all 3-0 by the way. And now they're fighting Dakpo for loser's side top 8. So Acorn has been on a tear in losers. I got to be a little afraid for Dakpo here with how Acorn's been playing.
Yeah, same. It's going to be a very aggressive set, I feel like, all the way through. I'm excited for it. That's been the name of the game, honestly, aggression, all the way through Rivals 2's history. There was like one patch where all the fleets were trolling, but that got taken care of very quickly.
Yeah.
And now we are back to hold forward gameplay. I am yet to see anything even close to a timeout in Rivals 2.
Yeah, I mean, pretty hard when there's so much action happening all the time, right? Looking at our top 8 so far, we got Stango and CakeAssault in the first side of winner's semis. So that will be either, Zetter versus Forsburn or Kragg Forsburn, depending on
Or possibly the fleet.
Possibly the fleet, too, yeah. And then Marlon on the other side of things, of course, on the Orcane, waiting to see.
That's going to be up against Sophie.
Yeah, that's Sophilo. So that would be Forsburn versus Orcane. And then now we're going to get through the losers here. So we could actually have a couple of Zetters. If Acorn wins, that's another Zetter.
Yeah, we'll find out. However, Guy Fieri finally making his main stage appearance. Such a fun character.
That's crazy. Guy Fieri. Do people actually call it that, or did you just come up with that?
I assume it's based off of Guy Fieri. Look at this dude.
He's got glasses.
Call
he's
him like legally distinct. He's Guy Fuego.
A fitting character name here for Acorn on the Zetterburn. Dakpo so far on the receiving end of these claws from Zetter. They try to make their way back to stage, able to snap the ledge. Thought he was going to go to stage, and then he faded back. Smart recovery from Dakpo.
Missed up tilt there, but it doesn't matter for Dakpo. Able to follow through anyway. Acorn getting a bit aggressive with that up strong.
Tech chase.
Was fiending for something belligerent, gets punished for it, as now it's Dakpo's turn to do the same back to you. Goes for the Nair finisher instead of a strong because you're not in position.
Yeah, Nair finisher is good enough. We'll take the damage, we'll take the stage positioning. No kill to be had, but the kills will come eventually. Great tech.
Oh, great tech again.
Yep.
We were talking about this earlier, right? It is very easy to clip this character on the way back to stage, so it is critical that Dakpo be consistent with those techs. Man, hit him with a pizza shine. Yeah. That's crazy.
No tech that time around. It's not going to happen. Dakpo waiting there, chilling on that Angel platform, waiting to come down as Acorn finds that first stock, chucking in these side Bs, finds the forward air on the ledge. Dakpo needs to get out of here. Dangerous spot, grabs him on the way up though, tries to find the Nair, but no connection. And there we go. Finally, a big connection in that up strong in the air.
It's so easy to miss space trying to get around that up strong. I do that all the time. I think I'm just going to sit right outside of his range, and then I'm going to whiff punch him. Oh, I got hit.
Happens.
It feels so bad.
Happens to the best of us, truly. There we go.
Ooh.
Dakpo tossing Acorn
Oh, that saved your life.
Wrastor just does so much damage as well. Recovery, good tech, still alive, going way high. Should eat a little bit of a punish for it, but it's only one up air. We'll take that.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. We saw Acorn, rather than going for a second up air to just close that out, trying to get a reset with the back air, get that Flameo Hotman activated.
That's a reference and a half. Flameo Hotman? Fantastic stuff. Acorn reeling on this left side, trying to get back to stages. Dakpo takes advantage, but wow, the up special there. Actually returning to stage, but the confirm into the up strong is not going to connect that time around, unfortunately. Dakpo still alive, just barely. Will we see a shine? Yes, we will.
And now we're just moving. We're waiting. We're trying to catch Dakpo off guard with positioning. However, Dakpo finds it. Unfortunately, does not find the sweet spot of that up special, and that gives Acorn more time to get this extra credit. Mrs. Puff smiling down on us right now.
Special.
Man, just wait till next week. That teeter animation was going to go so crazy between stocks.
Yeah, Dakpo loves doing that. He's got little tricks that he likes to do. See if any of these tricks will help him out in taking a game over Acorn right now.
It's so comfortable with the movement.
Yep. Both players are moving around each other very effectively.
Oh, that's a little bit of a miss, though. Every once in a while, Dakpo does miss one of those, and it's kind of on the onus of the opponent to take advantage of those tech flubs. That time around, he got away with it.
Cool. Try to get the shine up strong there. Recover to stage. Reverse the situation after the tech.
Oh,
dangerous
deep
spot.
shot.
We have to go. Oh, never mind. He rolled up too early. Acorn, I think, was running out of invincibility, but confirm into the up strong from Acorn, and we'll take game number one, despite it being close.
It was so close, and yet so far.
But in the end,
it doesn't even matter.
Glad I got the reference. We'll see. We'll see if the end of that game comes to pass. If it does matter, see if Dakpo can take a game number 2.
It's like Vin Diesel said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
True.
And I think he got hit by a train or something.
Well.
It was a weird movie.
Is that like Fast and the Furious?
Yeah,
Like
the OG Fast and the Furious. He like actually gets hit by a train.
Oh my
but he's Vin Diesel, so he just kind of walks away.
He got isekai'd? Holy.
It's crazy.
All right. Dakpo trying to find something onto Acorn. It feels like, oh, what just happened?
Ooh, great transfer there from Dakpo, and you get the slipstream up. Not able to get any further extension, but at least you had that win con up in the skies in case you're able to get that juggle. And it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, well,
okay.
Don't even need it.
We'll confirm into the F strong, and he's hopping along.
Oh!
Up tilt connecting. We find the edge guard, though. Ledge hog, and actually reverse the situation after the fact. I actually do like that coverage from Dakpo a lot. Unfortunately, the parry is not going to pan out this time around. Has to neutral be back to stage. No invincibility, able to ledge hog that time around. And Acorn's still alive for the moment. Dakpo trying to return to stage. Good tech.
Man, we are loving that right side of the stage.
Yeah.
Got it memorized like the back of their hand at this point.
Yeah, I feel like this honestly has been Dakpo's favorite counter pick so far throughout this top 32. I think we've seen him come here at least like 5 times now.
Yeah, big fan. I think a lot of it's just because like Forest gets banned, and he wants a small stage.
Yeah.
So he goes here. At least a small, not about the blast zones, a small on-stage area.
Nobody likes the forest today, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's a very polarizing
It
stage,
is.
so it just gets banned a lot.
Yeah, it does. Dakpo, once again, utilizing that neutral special to come back to stage. Acorn is ready to punish, though. Finding a forward air, getting that side special. Then when you get back to stage, hashtags into the reversal from Wrastor.
Ooh, that was a little bit scary. So many of these situations are so
Forward
scary.
air.
Dakpo trying to find that opportunity to take the extra stock. No dice, however, he does have a 73% advantage. Looking pretty poised in this game number 2 on his counter pick.
Yeah, pretty poised on the counter pick for sure. Finding 4 up airs. Acorn racking up some damage here. Once again, we see Wrastor slipping around in the slipstream on the ledge, utilizing that movement to avoid extra damage and tacking on some extra damage at the same time. Here comes Dakpo once again, comboing Acorn across the stage, catching that up special. And there's the connection into the forward strong and the ledge hog as well. Textbook from Dakpo.
Very well timed. Great execution there from Dakpo to, again, hold this extra credit, to hold this stock lead. And now using that movement beautifully. That is the strength of Dakpo's movement-oriented style. Got Acorn to get a little bit impatient, think that you could get a whiff punish, and getting blown up for it.
Yep. Sometimes all you need is just the threat of movement. You don't even need to throw out an ability. Dakpo putting this on display as they move across the stage effectively. Watch out for that back throw. Dangerous spot to be in. No dare this time around, but there's a combo after the up throw. Beautiful combination from Dakpo as they combo into the down strong.
That was nasty. Oh my goodness.
Wow. That was disgusting. Love to see it from Dakpo. Putting one on the board here, keeping it competitive. Wants to seal that loser side top 8.
Oh, that's one way to take a game. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Impressive stuff here.
Like you said, Dakpo wants top 8.
Yeah, you could tell.
By any means necessary. Y'all better watch out next week. I think this character is going to be disgusting, and I think Dakpo is going to take full advantage.
Very possible.
We'll have to see.
Dakpo's like, I don't want another Zetter in top 8. We need a Wrastor in top 8 at least. Come on now.
Let's mix it up.
Get some character representation.
In general, the diversity of top 8s in this game is always fantastic. Like we talked earlier about how sometimes it's like the character of the tournament, but even that oscillates and changes so much between tournaments, and it's usually only like 2-3 reps max, and every other character is different. Oh man, those conversions off the downers are so good from Dakpo.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I feel like he does a lot more than other Wrastors that I see at this level. So much down air.
Yeah.
And so aware of where the different weird hitboxes are going to send.
Yeah, we've seen him utilize down air a lot. Where are we going, Dakpo? Surely we can come back from this. Yes, missed the ledge slip into the ledge hog situation. Try to get a slipstream into the F strong. There's a shine, though, from Acorn. Catching Dakpo slipping on the recovery a little bit.
Okay, Dakpo looking pretty awake in the corner now, though. Again with those hack dashes, trying to get Acorn to overextend. This time, Acorn does not do it, but we've seen the precedent, so I imagine Dakpo will probably keep going for it where he can. Yeah. Oh, with the whip.
Yep, just lets that up special rip. Good angle here from Acorn coming back to stage. Getting those iframes. Dakpo trying to set up something here, and that's just going to kill from coast to coast, the back here.
You're fighting Wrastor and Slipstream. Sometimes that's just the name of the game. You have to decide, do I run away, do I try to wait this out, or do I box? In that scenario, Acorn, probably because he had stage advantage, opted to box, didn't work out, and Dakpo takes the stock.
About 100% here, but just as I say that, Acorn able to secure the stock. 2 stocks to 1 now. Acorn looking a lot better in game number 3. Can Dakpo bring this back, though? Can they find some percentage here in the edgeguard situation?
Great coverage of the air dodge there. Ooh.
Here comes Acorn playing on these platforms.
Ooh.
Bad spot. No sweet, though.
Yeah, bro was holding out for dear life. Acorn getting another one, and these may not be killing, but they are racking up the damage, so that Shine has enough knockback to take the stock and the game.
That's 2 shines for 2 for Acorn. Found 2 stocks in the edge guard. It makes sense. Feels like Wrastor does pretty okay on stage, but off stage, Zetter's like, oh, It's time.
These shines are giving me flashbacks to like 2018 Armada streams, just shining that poor Captain Falcon level 1 CPU over and over and over while he chats to his stream.
Got to practice somehow. This
It's
is
those
the
deep
suffering
shines,
of the bot. It's funny. Go die Delta, though. Choice here for Dakpo. Let's move on to game number 4. Could easily see a game number 5 if Dakpo can figure it out. Acorn is just so oppressive in the neutral these last couple of games.
Ooh, well, speaking of oppression.
Oh, nice
Dakpo is
combos.
oppressing right now.
Oh
Oh
my
my goodness.
goodness.
Oh. Okay, finally we see a special break. Those have not been coming out from really anybody.
Wrastor has just been tossing Acorn around the stage.
Doesn't get that sweet spot though.
Yep, not quite. Not gonna kill just yet. Slipstream down for a tech chase, but no confirm, unfortunately.
Dakpo has been struggling to find that sweet spot all top 32, and it is really costing him these critical situations. Now Acorn has another opportunity to even this up, to even take the lead as this corner pressure starts to heat up.
Yep. Gets him out of the slipstream.
There it
finds
is.
that forward air. Acorn immediately taking back that percent and taking the first stock. The tipper is going to be the correct hitbox on that strong in the air. Dakpo trying to find this kill. Neutral special, gonna do some damage. Definitely not gonna kill though. Need to find this kill.
Ooh.
Looking for it somewhere.
He's just barely get past the slipstream. That is a good spot for Dakpo for that slipstream because he has access to it while he's doing these grounded moves, as well as while he transfers to the air, taking full advantage for that movement, but he still cannot find the kill. But another down air sending Acorn off stage, and yet again, there's hardly any lag on that up special, which means that opportunity is going to be very tiny.
Yeah, I'm still looking for this.
Oh no, he could have done it! He could have done it!
I think he thought it wasn't going to connect. I think he thought the shield drop was there for Acorn, and unfortunately doesn't find the kill. Still looking for it right now, and
there we go.
That is just barely going to be enough. Finding that stock finally. Dakpo, 86% though. Got to bring this back.
That's really tough. 200%. Any character living that late is a travesty in this game. It means that you had to work way too hard for that kill. Great stuff to Acorn for that survivability, the excellent DI, the excellent defense to get into that situation. And now the onus is on Dakpo to make up for it.
Dakpo has to approach Acorn now. An approach they do as they look for these up air strings. The side B, though, keeping Dakpo in place. And the forward air is coming right after the fact. Takes care of the next stock. This could be Acorn's time to move on.
It's looking certainly pretty good right now. We might see a couple of Zetters in this top 8.
Uh-oh.
The Shine's coming out yet again. So aggressive off stage, and it has been working.
100% very effective here. Dakpo actually avoiding the get-up attack with the dash back. Some up airs here. Try to reset the situation. Didn't find the connection he needed, though.
Dakpo does break through the fireball, using that down air excellently.
Oh, no.
But another whiff on an up special. Reversal. Opportunity. No, he goes to ledge. He stays alive. Oh, and the missed slipstream as well. And another missed up special.
The up special doesn't sweet, unfortunately. That's the second time this has happened to Dakpo. Can we find this stock, though, onto Acorn? 133 and climbing. We have an opportunity here. That should be it. It's last stock. Dakpo, your tournament life on the line. What have you got in store for us?
It is not over yet. Oh, one more hack stash. One more opportunity. One more reversal in the corner, but Acorn manages to not only find a way back to stage, but fights for that center stage control, which is critical right now.
Punish.
You do not want to get stretchered by Rastor at this percent.
Send off the stage. Up tilt. Dangerous.
It's the right-hand box.
It spikes him.
And now he just waits.
No, he's back on stage. He didn't send him the correct way. The slipstream. No down air.
The air dodge saving his life.
No.
Down strong. And the DI is not good enough. Punching his way into loser's side, top 8. Acorn barely saves that game that almost got away from him.
My goodness, what a last stock that was. It was close as it could be. I think Dakpo had a chance to actually send off Acorn one more time. Didn't get the correct hitbox. It sends back to the stage, and we have to play neutral again, and he finds that Randy down strong.
I'm thinking about that situation when they were in the corner. it seemed like Acorn was low enough that he could have just reaction rolled to stage. I'm wondering if he thought that he was going to be able to just barely get back, maybe giving him the credit that, oh, he must have spaced that perfectly. Hard to say. Maybe he was just convinced that the down air was going to be an easy confirm, but whatever the case, it didn't work out.
Yeah, not for Dakpo, unfortunately, but what a run from them, honestly. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All the credit to Dakpo making that run with the Wrastor and almost getting that Wrastor to top 8 as well. We'll have another Zetter moving on in Acorn, but you know, that was a hot set for sure. Acorn 3-1, deserves to win and move on, but a good showing from Dakpo nonetheless.
Yeah, a great showing from Dakpo. Really fun to see what Wrastor can do. I'm excited to see what Dakpo continues to do with the character as the character's game plan and the character themselves evolves over time. But that is going to be it for those two because we got 2 more heavy hitters coming to the stage. It is ZeeBee up against Vibe.
Vibe is back, the Clairen extraordinaire. I believe the highest seeded Clairen at this tournament. It would be a surprise for sure to not see Vibe in top 8.
The same thing goes for ZeeBee.
Yeah.
For anyone looking at this wondering, how did our number 3 seed end up here? The answer is Sandstorm. Sandstorm upset ZeeBee pretty early, sending him down to loser's side, absolutely terrorizing the bracket as a result. And now ZeeBee has just been slowly inching, fighting through on loser's side. Had a close set against Kakinga, 3-2 to get here. And a close set against Sinbad before that, another 3-2. So definitely wearing on the stamina as this day goes on.
Yeah. Another Kragg in the books here. Could see a second crab. I know CheesyPotato is still in. 2 Kraggs for the moment.
Yes, CheesyPotato actually is not in. Also got upset by Sandstorm.
What? Sandstorm.
I'm noticing a bit of a trend. I really hope we get the Sandstorm set on stream. I don't know if anyone production has the power, but if we could make Sandstorm elkiies happen on stream, the top 8 qualifier, that would be awesome.
That'd be fantastic. I think this is a button check. It's either that or the craziest neutral of all time. Look at that movement. Oh, they're moving. Man, I wish I could move like that. That's crazy.
Someone in chat said, is this neutral? Bro, we play Rivals. We don't play neutral.
Peak freaking neutral. This is peak.
But yeah, we are just button checking right now.
That is crazy that Sandstorm beat CheesyPotato. Wow.
Sandstorm has been looking insane all weekend.
Yeah.
That Olympia gameplay.
Yeah, has been.
And so this matchup, I feel like it's fine either way.
Yeah.
I would put Kragg at a bit favored personally.
I would too. I'd put Kragg slightly favored here. It's the nature of sorties with tippers. They don't like heavies for whatever reason. It's perhaps the arthritis they get.
They both have tools. I feel like
here we go.
Kragg,
double rock.
Oh.
Triple rock.
Oh, we know what's going on. We're playing the RNG
Quad
game.
rock.
For anybody
Look at their hands. Look at their hands.
For anybody who doesn't know,
they're pressing
there is a tiebreaker in the game. So if you do this for long enough, eventually someone gets it for free, and the answer is ZeeBee. Did you really think that the Kragg player wouldn't win the rock ditto?
You're
Come
exactly
on now.
Right. You're honestly so right, Lentini. He chose rock because he knew it would give him the victory. He has I have the home field advantage.
Sweet, sweet victory. Yeah.
Easy peasy.
It's just too easy.
Are we gonna see the Jews Veil start? Nope. It's Merchant Port. This is new. I like this.
Yeah, mix it up a little bit.
Usually we've been going to Godai Delta or Jules Port, so now we're.
I think both of these characters like a kind of big
Veil,
stage because Clairen gets to space for her tippers. Kragg gets to run away and pull rock. So it's a little bit win-win. Therefore, it's pretty neutral in the matchup.
Yeah, we'll see. This is neutral right now.
Oh, misspacing that, or mistiming, excuse me, that down air, so it's not able to connect.
Up tilt.
And this is the punishment you get for it.
Oh, the spacing is just so immaculate from Vibe. All of the combos, all of the connections with those aerials, and all of them are tippers. I think that F strong actually might have connected if it was spaced a little bit better.
Yeah, just a little bit off. This isn't Delta, so it's kind of hard to get that spacing.
Might be better to go for up strong in those situations.
ZeeBee does have that pillar in the corner, breaks off of it, and because you had that impact, you get to cancel the side special any way you want.
Okay, we're jabbing right on through. Trying to return to stage is Vibe. Good tech to avoid the edge guard situation, but it's ZeeBee's chance to have some advantage stage as they throw out every aerial in the book aside from down air. Back to stage. Able to shield it. Slide off.
So far, we're seeing, I think, pretty traditional level 1 game plans from both characters. ZeeBee, of course, is a bit of a gremlin, sometimes a very one-off kind of player. Does some things that you're not expecting, so you have to really be on your game. Tries to hit you with the parcel pending on that one. The back and forth ping pong.
I don't think we're making
forcing
it.
high.
Oh, wow.
Great recovery.
I don't think ZeeBee was expecting the ledge snap there. What are we doing all the way down here, Vibe?
A little bit off again. ZeeBee struggling to find that timing to get Vibe. Vibe mixing up very well.
Still alive, though. And there we go. Single hit fair is enough with the tipper to take down ZeeBee's first stock. And wow, that was one of the longer first stocks we've had so far in top 32.
Ooh. Ooh. This is so scary. I feel like Vibe in the... Oh, no!
What are we doing?
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, we're okay.
Almost died for that, but was able to tech off of the side of the stage.
Oh,
and there you go.
Didn't snap the ledge in time with that side special. There's a little bit of a delay.
Bro, just
we're both rolling.
Refused to leave the cocoon on that one.
Unstoppable force versus a movable object.
The world can't hurt me inside of here. I'm going to come out a beautiful butterfly.
I don't know if a beetle could turn into a butterfly.
Trust the process. This is my metamorphosis. Instead of coming out as a butterfly, I just come out as a rock-throwing cretin.
Yeah, well,
the box jump.
I think it's already a rock-throwing cretin, but the box getting blown away. Okay, a little bit of a block gameplay here. Try to parry their own block. There's the down strong, comboing into the up strong. A triple tipper confirmed for Vibe.
You know, one thing that we're really not seeing much of, which I think speaks to ZeeBee's game plan, because of course Vibe is going to be looking for, is there has not been much throw game.
True.
ZeeBee's playing around that very well, playing a character that gets to space, has big buttons, and of course has that rock to constantly throw out as a projectile to try to outspace Vibe.
Vibe.
Box jumps.
Double rock. Tossing this boulder at him. Imagine just getting hit by this stone block. Like Clairen took 2 of those, was like, all right, I'm back up.
Ooh. Okay. Of course, you got to remember, as Clairen, a bit of a grappler, you're up against Kragg, who is also a known grappler. And don't you dare let this man special pummel. If you get a chance, more box jumps coming out from ZeeBee.
Okay, situation. Up tilt on the platform. Tried to get the tipper down air. Unfortunately, it's not going to connect. Up tilt is going to connect, though. Dash attack, down air. The tech was there, though, for ZeeBee. Able to avoid that. F strong after the nair. So close, yet so far.
He's hopping.
Good parry, though.
That is the most terrifying neutral in the game. It's either that or a Wrastor dash dancing in Slipstream. Like, what do? He's just hopping there menacingly with a rock in his hand.
Vibe maintaining this center stage. Toss the pillar up. He's like, all right, let's build a wall. Ooh. Utilizing this block out here. Utilizing the platform as well to come back to stage. ZeeBee still alive for the moment, trying to avoid the advantage state of Vibe.
This is so down to the wire for a first game.
They don't want to give an inch.
Oh, but you're taking a mile.
There it was. Nair to up strong. Bread and butter confirmed for Clairen. Finding game number 1.
That's a good start.
Over ZeeBee. That is a good start, considering we talked about the matchup being more favored towards Kragg, in our opinion, at the very least.
In our commentator humble opinion.
I'm commentary posting. Listen, I've played
I'm
Clairen.
going to double down. Clairen sucks in this matchup.
I've played Clairen Kragg, and I don't like it, but I'm also just a commentator, so you know.
I feel that. I've definitely talked to a top player and been like, yeah, I just think this matchup's so bad for X character.
And
they're like, no, you're wrong. That character's broken in this matchup. Like, all right, you got me. I am a plat player. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Adds up. It adds up.
I'll go 2-2 over here. You do your thing in top 8.
Going 2-2 as a gold player is not that bad, though.
No, I'm plat player.
Wait, we're having a break. We're having a break. Just a little nap. A little nappy poo right here.
Oh! And you see the smiles coming out from
jump
both
scare.
players. Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm waking up.
Go to sleep, douche. Go to sleep, douche.
That was silly. A moment of respite.
He just knocked Clairen out with that rock. Oh, speaking of.
Oh, that was nice. He actually tossed up the rock and then covered the second option with the bear, which also broke the rock at the same time. Meanwhile, ZeeBee finding that forward air on that right side. 5 down a stock.
Oh, man.
We're rolling all around. Next to 24%.
Oh, my man, Sonic the Hedgehog. No wonder he picked the blue skin.
What is this?
It all makes sense.
Working.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got
boxes
boxes to
Okay. I got boxes to throw. Well, great lyrics, honestly. Fantastic.
Oh, good parry.
I like how the pillar just like slowly goes down when you're standing
just
on
descends into the depths.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I thought it was still there. It's gone.
Beautiful down air. Yeah, I think it went a little, it broke a little bit earlier, but a great down air from Vibe, finding that tipper, sending ZeeBee to the blast zone, and now 2 stocks apiece, 79% here onto Vibe, trying to get something started, but ZeeBee with the lead is just terrifying.
Now we rinse and repeat at the ledge, just breaking that invincibility. But we saw Vibe stalled out long enough. ZeeBee ran out of invincible ledge grabs, so had to go to stage, and that gave Vibe that narrow moment of opportunity to up special with impunity. Now taking it to the bank, forcing ZeeBee to use that high pillar in the corner. ZeeBee using that patented option we've seen him use before, breaking the rock with his own side special to gain a momentum advantage coming back to stage.
Well, he actually almost read the jump right there with the neutral special off the stage. Vibe does
Ooh.
find the dash attack into forward strong. Should be able to come back here, but we have to find something.
Ooh.
Using the box mix-up.
That's always so scary. Look, they may have gotten rid of the Crobble, but it is still such a terrifying reset opportunity for this character. Vibe gets away, but he is living on borrowed time. Both of these characters are right now.
I mean, Vibe has brought this all the way back. There's the forward air from ZeeBee, though, to put themselves in advantage for the moment. Vibe trying to clear out this stock. High enough percent here. Tech chase off of the block break.
Jumps over the Rhino horns, gets away with it for free.
Oh.
Okay, up tilt into up tilt. All right.
Big advantage state.
All right.
Massive damage there from ZeeBee. They found multiple up tilts, multiple aerials, tech chase on the platform.
Ooh.
Back air to forward air, more and more damage here as this begins to slip away from Vibe.
Yeah, slipping away rapidly right now. Great mix-up going to ledge. I thought for sure, and so did ZeeBee, that he was going to go to stage, scared of that grab ledge hog situation. However, manages to stay alive, manages to get that tipper, and manages to close out the stock.
Beautiful spacing there from Vibe. The 3-part tipper combinations are some of my favorite things that Vibe pulls off here on the Clairen. Now has to make up a lot of percent deficit as ZeeBee, it's their game to lose for the moment.
Ooh, gets under the rock. Now, we talked about lose conditions earlier. The lose condition for ZeeBee is pretty clear. Just getting hit by one big grab combo. ZeeBee's going to have to play so careful, but that grab combo is actualizing. Gets grabbed again. Hold up. Okay, we're safe. Goes deep into the depths yet again.
This is the patented advantage state we're so used to seeing from Vibe here in top 32.
No.
Breaks the pillar, snaps the ledge. We're back.
This is an even game.
Down air.
It's an even game, Zap.
The damage has been so effective here for Vibe Lentini. The block toss, though, you gotta watch out. Goes for the command grab, doesn't connect. No sweet spot on the nair as well.
Great mix-up from Vibe to get out of that situation. Last time he did run in there, he would have been command grab. However, ZeeBee still finds the nair into the up air, barely taking that game. You can see on his face how much energy went into that kill on his own counter pick, almost getting clawed back on.
Wow. Impressive stuff from both players in that moment. ZeeBee just a little more clutch in that situation. Vibe was down 112% at the start of stock 3. Brought it all the way back. Almost able to take that. There could have been a moment, a different timeline, where that F-Strong connects. Not this time around, though.
Yeah, you believe in multiverse theory?
I do.
There's a multiverse.
I'm Doctor Strange.
The reason I don't believe in multiverse theory is because it would mean that there's a multiverse where you and I are in top 8, and there's no way that's happening.
There's no universe.
That just can't be right.
Where Zap and Lentini are in top 8. There's a universe for sure. There's a universe where we're not commentators, and these guys are commentating our set.
I would love to see that.
Wouldn't that be wrong?
I want to see what horrible things I have to say about my gameplay. Yo, why'd you down tilt there, you idiot?
Beautiful comms. You idiot.
You idiot.
Anyone messes up, you're stupid.
Well, both of these players playing very well right now. It has been a treat to watch them on the sticks trying to qualify for this top 8. Two very deserving players, two very different characters. Yet here we stand, 83 to 99. It is one apiece.
It almost hurts to know that one of these players is going to bow out at 9th place. See who wants it right now as the up tilt sweet spot connects.
Someone in chat said a universe where Plup goes to every tournament.
I miss Plup. That guy's the GOAT.
Hashtag Plup Club. Never forget.
Hashtag Plup Club. Plup's chill. Cool dude. Single hit fair. Tipper. Gonna send ZeeBee off to the right side. Vibe. Gets smacked by a block for standing on the ledge. You know, that's what you get. Don't stand on the ledge. I'll throw a block.
Yeah,
at
what
you
you standing there for? Ooh,
Oh.
what you holding in for?
Yeah, you can't be holding in on those grabs from Kragg.
It's such a hard situation because you're getting option selected left and right, 50-50. It's just a rough game that ZeeBee is forcing you to play. Unfortunately for Vibe, does not find the right hitbox of that forward air. However, swings at a disadvantage because he didn't land on the pillar, he landed next to it. Or I should say got sent next to it.
Yeah. Jab to up tilt. Some up air. ZeeBee tacking on more damage yet again. ZeeBee in a solid advantage here. Try to get the late hit of back air. Wanted to confirm it to some more. There we go. Back throw to F strong from Vibe. Finally finding the bad DI in order to find that confirmed. Oh, careful.
That's going to do it.
Killer into forward air. Well, why not? After all, why not?
ZeeBee starting to get the download, I think. Oh, wait, maybe not.
There was a parry.
Okay.
Parry on deck.
That's the real vibe check right there. When you start getting parried in this game, because parries it's such a risky option. You have to be really confident to go for that, especially in a game that has really strong shields.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep, fair to jab. Not
Uh-oh.
quite gonna connect. All these rocks. He's throwing a bunch of pebbles at him, but they hurt. Forget the boulder. The pebbles hurt a lot.
Not the pebbles. My only weakness. Very small rocks.
I mean, hey, imagine if I threw a bunch of small rocks at you. Don't you think it would hurt?
Yeah, that would feel pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it would not be good. Okay, shooting that forward air. Down throw tech chase. Thought the tech in was coming. Vibe not giving it away, but there's the back throw into the tipper down air. And we've seen this before. Hey, this could be similar. Is there a different timeline, Lentini?
Wait. That is some hard defense that ZeeBee had to play. Managed to throw the rock. Unfortunately, throwing the rock meant that you are put into this situation. Was it worth it? Yes, it was, because you got out. You got the down strong. Not going to kill. Forcing the low recovery with the rock.
The block.
Using another rock to send him back. Rinse and repeat. And the reverse hit forward air. Taking the game. ZeeBee up 2-1 in the set.
Fantastic stuff from ZeeBee there. The advantage state, the confirms, the clutch factor. It's all there for ZeeBee in the final moments of that game. Now moving on to game number 4. ZeeBee at set point and looking to go on to top 8.
Clinical usage of that rock all the way through that final part of the game. Sometimes it's not necessarily about getting the hit. The second time, of course, it was about getting hit, but the first time, it's about forcing your opponent to go to a certain place and then punishing them for going there. And then sometimes you just gotta hit him in the face.
Sometimes you just gotta throw the block at him, you know what I'm saying? Like,
call that the block party.
Yeah, really. It's the blockchain.
Ooh, and I'm going to invest early and often. You better believe it. The way ZeeBee is playing, stocks are on the rise. It can only go up. The beetle is too big to fail.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if there's a recession in our future as Vibe begins to rack up percent, accruing some damage for themselves. As they send ZeeBee into a tech chase situation, finding the tipper fair. Neutral special. Not gonna tipper. We're in a bad spot. Can ZeeBee come back? They snap the ledge. They're out of there.
Okay, we're fine. Unfortunately for Vibe, so much end lag there, but great read on the down special. And that's a throw. And you know what happens when Clairen gets a throw. That's a kill.
Disgusting from Vibe, the confirm. With the way the Vibe is playing, we could see a Game 5 on our hands. I don't want to speak too soon, but this advantage that Vibe has accrued is paying in dividends for the moment. More and more damage. Back air, tilts, tippers, 31%.
So much damage already starting to claw up on ZeeBee. He's got to be really careful. And another throw. Vibe is finding more and more of these as this game goes on. That's it.
Okay, yeah. The down strong is going to be enough to take care of Vibe's stock. You can't let him cook too much. You got to slow down this momentum if you're ZeeBee. The grab. Cargo throwing him
love
up.
it. That's the Genesis build right there. My man got flashbacks. He's like, wait, this move still works, right?
Yeah, it kind of works, maybe a little bit.
I missed the command throw wobble. That was so funny.
That's ridiculous. Like, why did they let you do that?
Oh.
Tossing the block to help cover the recovery.
Okay.
Sonic dashing about. Down air connecting for Vibe. Both naring each other's shield. And there we go. Fair to F Strong. This is looking like Vibe's game to lose. ZeeBee has to do something to stop the bleeding.
We might be about to get that Game 5. You said it. It is Vibe's game to lose, but we're looking at a game of win conditions right now. ZeeBee has them in spades, but so does Vibe. So many throws, and all of them are connecting. I haven't seen a whiffed grab in ages from Vibe.
Yeah.
There you go again.
There it goes again. Finding that up throw into neutral special. Back air tipper. Forward air tipper. Fortunately didn't find the back air. Oh, we're sliding off. We're being a little bit tricky. Vibe trying to catch ZeeBee slipping on that pillar. Get up attack. Get off me. Dash attack. But the tech is there on the platform.
Just looking him in the eye.
No.
He sat there and he looked him in the eye.
That was so disgusting. Back throw, drop down, up air, tipper, up strong.
Tipper up strong.
So disgusting. Vibe is playing so immaculately. ZeeBee really needs to slow down the momentum. I talked about it before. I'll say it again, Lentini. All of the momentum in Vibe's favor at the current moment as they continue to rack up percent. Game number 5. It is do or die.
Oh, man. Rock wall. What a stage to end it all on. This is Kragg's favorite place to be. Even with the buffs, that's not going to kill just yet. We've got a pretty high top blast zone here, but those side blast zones are awfully close. Welcome to the Kragg dimension. Can you fight through it? This is the real test for Vibe. This is the Vibe check. Getting hit with the box jump early. Not a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, it's all right. We still have an advantage so far. Tipper down tilt connecting. Can't follow up. Shield drop off the platform. Great tech, though, to avoid that dangerous situation. Vibe has the percent lead, but why does it feel like VB is like really scary?
That's just Kragg, and that's just ZeeBee. ZeeBee, as we mentioned before, plays in the most esoteric way.
My goodness.
And every time you give him an inch, he will take that entire mile.
Yeah.
And he'll even take the country mile if you let him.
This is a bad spot to be in.
No. Speaking of bad spots, got to get rid of that rock. Doesn't get a chance, and it's even yet again. The crowd popping off just a little bit in the black background.
It's so clean to watch Vibe find these connections, to find these tippers, to find these confirms. Seems like if you get tippered at high percent, you're looking to have a kill confirmed thrown in your face. Great edge guarding here, getting plenty of damage. The up tilt, the back air, looking for the baby dash jab, finding all sorts of damage once again. The grab that has been so effective here for Vibe in the set so far, keeping the advantage going 106. Finally, ZeeBee has a moment of respite. Can they get off the ledge, though?
Yeah, ZeeBee saying, Mom said it's my turn with the advantage state. You better give up player 1 right now. Vibe is playing a turn-based RPG, and he is stealing your turn at the same time.
Vibe like gave ZeeBee like the bad controller,
you know?
Like, the one you give your little brother.
Yeah, it's like not plugged in.
Yeah,
or like the Mad Catz controller.
It's the off-brand garbage.
Well, let's see if ZeeBee can find a way to utilize that Mad Catz controller to just get back into this game. It's not looking good. The charge neutral special.
No jump. No jump. There's no jump. I can't believe it. ZeeBee somehow snuck that one in. Found the edge guard. You have to close this one out, Vibe.
Welcome to Kragg. That could be all it takes. That could be the momentum killer for Vibe, who has been fighting tooth and nail, gets the kill, evens it up. An opportunity to knock the number 3 seed out of the tournament, and just one more stock to do it.
Game 5, 0% on both competitors. I wouldn't have it any other way. As there is a little bit of damage chipped on now, but it is as even as it can be.
Parry's going to keep us alive in this. That was a big momentum switch for Vibe.
Big grab.
Taking advantage. And again, these grabs on the platforms over and over. ZeeBee keeps shielding, and Vibe is recognizing it. Hold up, though.
A lot of damage.
Kragg dimension.
Got to be careful. Got to avoid this dimension. There is a multiverse where Kragg puts you in his dimension. You can't let him expand on you.
Oh. This is getting real scary.
That block is freaking me out.
This is terrifying.
Let's get rid of it.
ZeeBee's like, thank you very much. Let me pull another one. I got a little package for you. Hold this real
Okay,
quick.
up tilt. Tech chase on the platform. Tipper. Forward air 1. Watch out for the edge guard situation. How does ZeeBee make this back? It's the up air.
Yeah, up air is a good option there. Forward air gets you opportunity to throw another block. This is the win con. ZeeBee needs to find the opening. Did not expect the DI in, expecting a DI out, but misses the reverse hit forward air. That would have done it, and another aggressive up air off the cledge.
Still alive. Vibe at the percent deficit at the moment. ZeeBee playing on this platform, pulls out a block. No
Last
connection,
hit.
though. It is going to be last hit. Vibe had a connection.
Is that enough?
We're
No.
off the stage.
Barely, not enough.
Still
Tries
alive.
to use the block, but has to go on the stage. And the pop-off from ZeeBee, able to stay alive. His tournament hopes still held together. Another game 5, barely taking it. Barely over Vibe.
As close as it possibly could be, Lentini. ZeeBee, with that down strong that has come in clutch for him so many times.
The Kragg dimension.
The Kragg dimension is real.
He added that 4th Kragg dimension
You
in there.
entered the domain of Kragg.
Forget the block. That's the Tesseract now.
Rock Wall is his domain expansion, and he expanded all over him.
Oh.
What a set. What a set.
That was a great set.
Game 5 Slobber Knocker. You love to see it. You hate to see Vibe out at 9th, but man, you got to be impressed by ZeeBee.
I'm so glad we had that on stream. And I am so glad we have this next set on stream. I know chat was asking for it. I've been asking for it. We've got something extra special queued up. It's going to be elkiies versus Sandstorm.
What you know about Brawlhalla?
Ooh, yes, that is the question. For any of you who follow Brawlhalla, you may have heard the name Sandstorm. Sandstorm is the Brawlhalla GOAT. And I have not seen Sandstorm play this game offline. I know he's in the grind server. Like, a lot of the top players were aware that Sandstorm was kind of nasty with it. But I have not seen any set history of this man until today, when he upset 2 of the top seeds. ZeeBee, who we just saw, is in losers because of Sandstorm. Knocked out CheesyPotato as well. Clearly a bit of a Kragg killer.
2 Kraggs falling to the wayside due to Sandstorm.
Has been playing Olympia and holding forward, and my goodness, is it working.
Okay, so that means there's 3 Olympias then.
That said, I would not guarantee that the Olympia is coming out. I've only seen the Olympia, but has been still looking for like the sole character. Is not 100% convinced yet from what I've heard that Olympia is like the do or die main in this game. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll have to see what Sandstorm elects to go for here. It ain't going to be Clairen, is it? Is it going to be Clairen? Why do we have Clairen selected right now?
Maybe he's just hovering. Who knows?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Worth noting, by the way, this man plays on keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Brawlhalla player.
A lot of people elect to go for the keyboard. It's not an uncommon practice, especially in games like these where it's pretty easily accessible to have a keyboard. I don't know how they do it, though. I feel like I wouldn't be able to play on a keyboard. That seems really difficult.
Yeah, it's a weird version of box controller. It's absolutely doable, but you have to get used to it. It works well for Brawlhalla. Couldn't tell you why, but apparently it does. They all love playing on keyboard for a reason.
Must be a specific reason. Might just be the way that it's coded. It's just better designed to be played on a keyboard. Looks like we're going to cut back to us, though. What's
How
up,
y'all doing, chat? I hope you're having a great time. I know we're having a great time. These sets have been insane.
They have been.
That's the beauty of Rivals. I feel like there is no block that you get as a Rivals caster or as a watcher where you don't see absolutely crazy sets happening.
It's just non-stop action. There's always something happening on the screen. Such a fast-paced game, so smooth, and to see it at the top level play is just immaculate. I love to see the punish game, the combinations, the kill confirms. I learned so much by watching these guys because, you know, just a commentator, not that good. I go like 1-2 at my local, bro. Like I'm not that good.
I go 2-2. I feel it.
Okay. I'm gonna get there eventually.
Just you wait.
I'll get there eventually.
I'm gonna beat one more scrub. It's gonna go crazy.
When I beat one other guy that's kind of bad too, then I'll be real good. I'll be real good.
It's just such a fun game.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very fun.
But yeah, you were mentioning the punish games, and these are two players that I think are especially potent in the punish game. We've been talking about Sandstorm. I'll mention one more thing about him. His tech skill is insane. You can tell he plays on a leverless controller. It shows in-game immediately.
Yeah.
And on the other side of things, you got elkiies, who has no fear.
Yeah.
Like, there's just not capable of feeling the emotion.
Yeah, she is very, very aggressive on the Maypul, not afraid to tether to you at any point in time, not afraid to take it to you in the blast zone, even though the recovery is not always the best on Maypul.
Yeah.
So excited to see how this one goes. Yeah, just don't get hit. It's that simple.
It is very fun watching her, and I imagine that Sandstorm is going to have to adapt to some things on the fly because she'll use that tether aggressively in certain scenarios that you don't expect. She'll jump off and go for forward airs and nairs when you don't expect her to. And if you're not ready for that, if it's your first time fighting elkiies in this environment, there could be some stocks where you just blow up and have no idea what's happening until it's too late.
It's very possible. This may very well be, well, not may very well be, it is our final set for top 8.
Yes, if I check the loser's side here, let's see. Kero Ant did happen off stream, and Ant took it 3-0 over Kero.
Wow.
Sure enough, we are seeing the Olympia coming out, and Yarg, a pirate skin for me, coming on for Maypul.
Last set of the day, Lentini. Last chance for top 8. What a story it would be if Sandstorm could make it. elkiies trying to put a stop to the God run of Sandstorm right now.
It's been so fun to watch.
Taking so many names and losers.
I love
What's one
players.
more to Sandstorm?
Well, we already won the rock, paper, scissors.
Yep.
Set over, GG's.
Mental battle. We should have been keeping track of like who won and then who had the rock, paper, scissors W as well. That'd be a funny stat to know.
That would be really interesting.
All right.
I imagine there is no correlation.
Here we go. Last set for top 8. Last chance. It's do or die for Sandstorm and elkiies. And elkiies starting off with the first neutral win.
Yeah, immediately. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Got to use the rat trick. Doesn't get a chance. Reset. One more opportunity, but you're already dead.
The edge guard.
You're already dead.
Oh my Wamo, you're already dead.
I warned you. The moment elkiies smells blood, even the slightest whiff, she will shark you off stage until you're dead.
They can't hear you, Lentini. They don't know. Sandstorm, watch out.
From the top rope.
Watch out. Here comes elkiies.
Oh, not again.
Edgeguard once again.
Not again.
How do we get back?
Are you going to be dead?
I don't know.
Just roll up. You're
my
just dead.
goodness. It's 2
You're
in a
just
row.
dead.
2 for 2 with not even a minute passed. elkiies is on top of the edge guarding. How do we come back from this? How do we make up this deficit? We have to find the kill now as elkiies tethers back. No edge guard to be had.
Oh my goodness, elkiies coming out with a statement of a game number 1. Does not want the opportunity for Sandstorm to even adapt. This is the knowledge gathering game. This is where Sandstorm needs to get as much information as he can.
Okay.
Manages to get a stock, but it might be a little too late.
It's not over until it's over, Lentini. 14% here onto Sandstorm as they try to get something started. Spot dodge, a couple of jabs. Punching him a little bit. It's not going to be enough. You're going to need more than a punch to take care of this little, what is it, like a raccoon, a fox?
This is the slowest neutral I've seen Sandstorm play in this game. Clearly feeling it after how that went. Again, trying to like slow down, trying to figure out what's happening to get an opportunity. Learning very quickly, I just need to hold center stage because if I go off, I'm probably dead.
Tech chase situation. Up air, connecting. A little bit of damage here. Sets up the crystal in the center. Lily on the platform as well. She's about to come to the left, so you better watch out. Tech chase situation. The back and forth. Don't get tossed into Lily. Lily goes to the wayside.
Ooh.
Shield drop. No punish on the get-up attack, though.
Wait, this might be it.
Opportunity for elkiies.
Of course you're going to go off. Is able to air dodge because the percent was not high enough for the true combo. elkiies still going, though. Still has that mark. But Sandstorm is swinging back. Oh.
Special.
Oh.
Toss. Tried to combo into the crystal. It's not going to pan out that time. Parry given away.
Yeah, got away with it. I don't think elkiies was expecting that in that situation. Also gets away with the strong there. elkiies sends you off stage.
We're okay.
Early up special, but gets
Lily.
hit by Lily. No punish.
Oh, tethers right through on the platform. Down tilt.
elkiies is being very respectful, trying to catch Sandstorm pressing buttons off of that tether, but is not willing to do it. Still has not closed out this game. This could be it, though. Yeah.
The grabs from elkiies have been the difference maker in that last stock. Grabbed him twice Both times led to a significant advantage, and even the last time leads to a kill. Solid work from elkiies in game 1.
What a great game number 1 there. Sandstorm did figure some stuff out, looking pretty poised after that first couple of stocks. The pretty rough stocks that started that out, going into game number 2, running back the stage, which honestly, it's hard for me to say it's good or bad. I think it's fine. I don't think you want to give Maypul a big stage in this matchup, so.
I think as long as we don't get edge guarded super early like that last game, it's going to be a lot better here for Sandstorm. They had to play at such a deficit, played such a catch-up game last time around, and already doing a lot better in the percent side of things.
I think the win con is very clear for both sides. Get them off stage, don't get sent off stage.
True.
What more could you want? Because the neutral has very heavily been skewed to Sandstorm's side, especially after that first stock of warm-up. Oh, but the off stage.
Dangerous spot to be
No crystal,
in.
you're dead.
You're done. Nothing you could do. elkiies is completely ready and willing to cover all of the options off stage. Punishes the get-up attack with the dash attack.
Great read there. Not able to get the crystal timing. elkiies stalled it out just enough. Oh, a whiff there. Expecting elkiies to air dodge, I think.
Watch out for Lily. Yep. Takes a little bit of a bite. There we go. Down tilt into the fair. Connecting some damage here. Still has to come back to stage. Lily set up once again on the ledge. There's
Forward
the
throw. Doesn't even need the tether just yet. Drops low. Sandstorm goes high. For once, Sandstorm actually manages to get back to the stage in that situation. But elkiies with a great conversion off of the aerial down special.
No double dip. Man grab.
You're dead?
Yep. Still dead. 3 stocks to 1. Sandstorm's like, stop throwing me off stage. It's not fair. You're cheating. Fight me like a real man on stage. You see what happens.
This is serotonin to my brain right now, watching this character get absolutely bullied for all of her crimes against humanity.
She will pay for her crimes, and the payment is a bunch of edge carding from elkiies. So elkiies returns to stage once again. Sandstorm trying to keep their footing on stage, but it seems like they cannot avoid this ledge no matter what.
Oh.
Careful.
Oh, FADC bait there. Sandstorm does love those late FADCs.
Trying to set up in the
crystal. Has not been able to get much of anything off of that crystal. However, you do get that dirty little forward up air hitbox. We've talked about that hitbox before.
Wait a
but
minute.
Now we got forward air.
Wait, how was he only at 49%? Wasn't he down 3 stocks in the team?
He was.
Am I crazy?
He actually was.
So what's going on here?
Sandstorm has done this both games, has brought it back in the third act. The question will be whether or not you can get that Ex Machina. Will the Greek tragedy strike, or can you complete the comeback?
Okay, nice little recovery there from Sandstorm, going high to the platform. Throws out the crystal. Trying to press the advantage a little bit. Going all over the place. elkiies does not want to let Sandstorm get the better of her in this moment.
Oh, looks like Sandstorm might be right now so comfortable in the neutral.
More damage now.
One more forward air confirmed.
There it
is, and it does kill.
Fantastic stuff from Sandstorm. Bringing that all the way back, shaking their head. I love when top players shake their head after they did something good.
It's like, man, I shouldn't have let that be so close. I should have 3-stocked her.
Like, man, I suck. Like, that was trash. Like, I won the game, but like, man, shaking my head.
You lean over. We both played bad.
We both played bad. I hate that.
Have you ever been hit by that in bracket?
I think I have.
It's the worst thing.
I think I've been hit by that before.
It's like, and what's crazy is that people think that they're trying to help you when they say that.
We both played bad.
Yeah, we both played bad. Ooh.
What if they just said you played bad? That'd be even worse.
Oh.
Grab from elkiies, setting up on the platform. Here comes the advantage state.
So we do have a slightly larger stage here. We'll see how much that affects. It's going to give elkiies more opportunity to set up with something like Lily, but that really hasn't been core to the game plan. That said, Sandstorm has struggled a little bit against Lily.
It's true. Just got to walk up and parry. Best way to deal with it. Olympia finding some percentage here. That fair does plenty. Crystal forward.
Great little bit of movement there from Sandstorm. I talked about his tech skill at the top of this. We haven't been able to see a whole lot of it, but just those subtle things like the consistent moonwalk to the ledge to get that timing just right to make it harder for elkiies to recover.
Solid damage here onto elkiies. As Sandstorm begins to aggress.
Oh, that killed.
Gonna kill off the top. Yep, just enough.
It's easy to forget how light Maypul is. If you don't have perfect DI there, that can be curtains. We do have Lily set up, and sure enough, it converts. Missed the tech at a critical moment, and Sandstorm losing that stock. elkiies evening it up.
Beautiful stuff from elkiies there, able to confirm that. Lily once again helping out.
Oh,
Good little combos here from Sandstorm. They're both just trading blows back and forth. Big punish there. That'll be a lot of damage for elkiies.
Great use of that down air as well from elkiies.
The root spawning on that platform. Oh, okay. We were a little bit too low, weren't we?
Yeah, not even a chance to recover there. Okay, Lily does fade away in time, so Sandstorm doesn't get caught. 87%, we're back in that range where you just need the one good hit. Goes for the pummel, but the pummel break coming out. Good DI from elkiies to avoid that crystal.
Yep. Maypul, 106 now. As Sandstorm tries to aggress, and still elkiies not slowing down the pace. Still fighting, even with the shield pressure. elkiies ready to punish out of shield.
Again, Lily on the platform. Such a great spot to be. And we see Sandstorm actually opts to just get hit by the Lily. And I agree with that. I do the same thing. It's so hard to get up to that platform and go for the parry.
Dang. Sandstorm's F-tilt taking him off. Ooh. Tossed him into the root here.
What a conversion. Because you got the mark reset before even going for the tech chase, taking full advantage of that speed of the character.
Tech chasing here for Sandstorm, trying to quick 26. elkiies with the lead, keeps binding Sandstorm in place, finding more damage. It's not out of the realm of possibility, though. It's anyone's game still at the current moment. Up throw, up air, tether, no 50-50.
Oh, but you got it that time. Falling right into her clutches. I almost wonder if you couldn't even hold up on that one, or maybe just got caught out. Sometimes when you fall into that move with like the way the hitboxes and your fall speed works, even holding up can't save you.
She may have missed the first. The second one's still coming.
Had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
And we're back on this stage.
Oh, interesting.
Haven't seen this in a minute. See what we can do here. Sandstorm, your last chance to take this to a game 5. If you lose out here, it's all over.
This is a very reasonable stage pick, I think, for Sandstorm, because you want to box with this character, and you can control so much space with the crystal. Right now we see it just perched up, marinating on the other side of the stage. We'll have to see if anything actually comes of that. I imagine Sandstorm is going to be going for those throws backwards towards that to see if he can get a conversion. Speaking of conversions, you have no crystal.
No tech either. I think maybe if we saw a tech, there was a chance for him to come back. Unfortunately, misses it and bounces off the stage. Crystal on that right side now.
Whiffing the grab. That is critical. Whiffing another grab. elkiies going to get hers.
Yeah. elkiies finds the grab.
Reversal.
Forward air from Sandstorm. Edge guard situation. Back to stage. There's the grab once again. The binding. More damage. Puts the bomb on.
Special pummel as well. And now you got to watch out for that seed because you can combo off of it if you can get it in time. And that mark lasts for a little bit. Okay.
No.
That's going to do it.
That's all right. It will not come to fruition this time around. Sandstorm trying to go through. Lily grabbing him. Special pummel. Broken out of.
I'm intrigued that you went for the special pummel there. I feel like there wasn't enough reward given the risk. However, sometimes that's why you go for it, because you don't think your opponent's going to expect it.
It's the first special pummel we've seen break out of as well so far in this top 32.
Yeah, you kind of just go for that little bit of a check. Like, does he know to mash B? Does he have the muscle memory? Okay, he does. I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely been there where I'm just like not on point and my opponent realizes it. They start spamming it.
Yeah.
It feels so bad.
It does feel bad.
Ooh.
Oh, nice little confirm
That
there
feels great, though.
from elkiies. Tethering in and dispatching of Sandstorm on that right side. And this is looking pretty dire here for Sandstorm. Down a stock. We might be able to find the stock here, though. elkiies returning to stage once again. Is that enough? Yes.
It is. Evening things up. One more opportunity here for Sandstorm. Gets the first hit, forcing elkiies into the corner. Looking pretty strong at the moment, holding this pressure so well. You just got to stay at advantage. Oh! Okay, we're fine. Thought we were playing Zetterburn for a second.
Yep, still alive. That double fair not going to work out this time around.
Oh, wait.
Sandstorm trying to clutch this one out. Wants to take this to a game 5. Up throw, forward air. That's enough.
Wow.
I can't believe that killed so early. That was the virtue of the stage.
One person in the crowd just lost their mind over that. I think we see him there popping off just a little bit in the corner. Shout out our Brawlhalla enjoyers. I'm so glad we got a Game 5, regardless of who wins this. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
Game number 5 yet again here. The fight for top 8 is a long slog. The mountain to the top is a long climb as Sandstorm looks to complete his final path to the top. elkiies wants to put a stop to it.
Tempest Peak. This is very interesting. You've got kind of wide side blast zones, but it's another very small stage, which means both Lily and the Crystal can take a lot of space.
There's a grab, though. It's the binding. Grabs.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Here's the pummel break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the pummel that time around. Forward air connecting. The damage here from Olympia is nothing to be snuffed at. As the edge guard coming through once again. Can we make it back? The chip damage has the crystal.
Oh,
we're stuck here.
FGC.
I think we're back, maybe.
The focus attack saved you, but it wasn't enough.
Oh my goodness, that was a crazy interaction off that right side. elkiies coming out on top just barely.
I told you, no fear from elkiies. She is going to stay down there until you die, even if it means you go down with her. Trying once again. Sandstorm managed to get back. He went high, but he's down an entire stock and then some right now. Trying desperately to even things up, trying to hold his stage control. Special pummel does not, get up rather, does not get punished.
Still alive.
Ooh.
Yep.
Focus attack and armor through.
Yeah, able to focus through that one. elkiies now has Lily set up at the ledge, looking to combo into it. The binding into Lily. Oh, we can't find the connection, though. We're back to stage. Sandstorm getting chipped up by the up special. And now it's 3 stocks to 1, Lentini.
We've seen this before. Sandstorm has brought this back before, but this time around, with this level of tech chases, elkiies is looking absolutely locked in. Special get up, gonna take it.
We're alive. Sandstorm with another lease on life. Gets stuck in place. Trying to get off the ledge. elkiies swinging from the ledge. Back throw. Dangerous spot to be in. Are we going to be able to make it back? We snap the ledge. We're okay. We get the up throw. Platform tech chase. More damage here for Sandstorm, perhaps.
That is a huge reversal right now.
Uh-oh. Crystal on the right side. elkiies trying to dash attack through. Big binding. Edge guard situation, and we're going to drop into the blast zone. An unfortunate end to a Game 5 set, and an unfortunate end to the run that Sandstorm was having. elkiies says, this isn't Brawlhalla anymore.
No, it is
this
not.
is Rivals 2, and you will not get top 8 in my game.
Oh, that was getting scary at the end as well for elkiies, because Sandstorm has that habit of coming back. I am a little curious what happened. Like, in the moment, I thought it was a special getup. I realized afterwards it was actually a downstrung that Sandstorm used to get the 1 stock. Really, like, weird reversal. I feel like Sandstorm keeps finding those. His defense is a bit unique. I feel like maybe a bit unpolished, some stuff he's got to figure out. Because sometimes he just comes out swinging and kills you when you do not expect it, or hits you with the up air, especially when you don't expect it. But great stuff to elkiies to find her way through that. To close it out, like you said, this isn't Brawlhalla anymore.
The last spot of top 8 secured. Guys, I believe that does it for this top 32 block. It's been Zap. It's been Lentini. Thank you guys so much for watching and enjoying some of the hot Rivals 2 action we've had here at CEO. Tune in for top 8 soon. Don't go anywhere. Peace out.